Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Tuesday. I'm Mitchell Renz, host of the Raiders Report, and Jeremy Chuggs and I got a hell of a show on tap for all of you. If you do not know, today is the last live show until next Tuesday. My dad is going to be in town this week, so I'm going to spend some time with him. Hopefully that's okay with the nation out there. But with that being said, I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm going to treat this Tuesday like a Friday happy hour. If you guys are down to turn this into a shit show, I'm down to get down. Coming up here on today's show, we're going to get into all the Raiders OTA news that I think that you guys want to know. Patrick Graham, Luke Getsy, Tom McMahon, they all spoke today, talked about certain players. We'll kind of take a deep dive into that. Then, I obviously was not at Raiders OTA practice. However, based on the reports, based on people that I talked to, I have kind of constructed a winners and losers. There were some people that did not practice today, but I'm going to be breaking down the biggest winners, the biggest losers from practice today. And then we got a Raiders, Carolina Panthers Week 3 Madden Sim, which Jeremy is telling me it's a better game than Week 2 against the Ravens, which I don't know how you beat an overtime thriller where the Ravens fumbled on the 1-yard line. You take it back, you end up winning the game. All I know is today's going to be a lot of fun, and I appreciate all of y'all tuning in to today's live show. If you want to shout out here on the Raiders Report, let me see who's rocking with Jeremy Chuggs and I by answering this question here. One of the things that Luke Getsy spoke about today was when he was looking for a quarterback, they're really looking for a guy that takes care of the football, which that goes with every team, but I really do think specifically with this football team this year, because the quarterback play was so bad last season, especially with all of the turnovers, especially the interceptions, is if you're going to be relying on this great defense and a lot of good skill position players on top of that, you got to be able to take care of the football. So out of the two QBs that you see right here, Gardner Minshew, Aiden O'Connell, which one do you have more confidence in to be able to protect the football? Because if we're going to sit up here and say that the Raiders got a top 5 defense, if we're going to sit up here and say that, we're going to be relying on this running game, you got solid skill position players in Devontae, Jacoby, Michael Mayer, Brock Bowers, the list goes on and on. If your quarterback can't play at a high level, and even if he can't play at a high level, maybe he's not good enough to play at a high level, he's got to be able to take care of the football. So with Getsy, this is very important. Who do you think's better at protecting the ball? I'm going to give some shout-outs here. I see Gary, Early, Ed Robbins all going for Aiden O'Connell. Raider Nation 80 says Gardner Minshew.
Venom Sosa.
Wazza! What up, Big Papa? He's going to go with Gardner Minshew. AOC from Ratchet Raider 805. I'll give you my answer on this, and it's going to be coming up here in a little bit. You can look at some numbers because the numbers do favor one of these QBs. I'm not going to tell you which one it is, but I also think that there's two sides of the protecting the ball coin. One favors one, the other favors the other quarterback. So obviously today I'm rocking my Venthrak jersey, our MVP from last Friday's show.
MVP.
Him and Ultra VAB went absolutely nuclear on last week's show, and because of that, we're going to be giving away a jersey today, which usually we do a Raiders Report jersey. Not going to do that today. We're going to end up doing a Jim Otto jersey giveaway. We asked the nation yesterday on our Monday show, again, RIP to the great Jim Otto, but we decided, all right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a $10 Venmo to win a Jim Otto jersey. You can Venmo me at Mitchell Renz 365. For every $10 that I get, we're going to add that as a raffle ticket, as an extra duck into the race, if you will. So if you're somebody that's like, I really want to stack the pot, you can go ahead and stack the pot. If you're like, you know what, I got one entry, I'm going to get in, you can do that as well. Again, $10 Venmo to win a Jim Otto jersey. We're not doing a 50-50 raffle today. Nobody's going to win any money. Essentially, it's just all going to be towards the Jim Otto jersey. So one duck race at the very end of today's show, and I want to get like a huge pot. Like I want it to be, I don't know, 50, 60, 70, 100 people trying to get in to win this Jim Otto jersey. Venmo me at Mitchell Renz 365. That's what we're going to be doing today here on the show. Shout out to Venthrak, though. I got Hasbulla. What up, man? Gatling gun.
And that's going to happen at halftime of Raiders-Panthers.
Halftime of Raiders-Panthers. Yeah, I said end of the show, which halftime of Raiders-Panthers. I'm excited to see what this score prediction is going to be. Again, you said it's a hell of a football game. I am anticipating a hell of a football game. And I also decided to do a special little deal because, it's week 3. He said it was a good game, and last week's game was so good on top of that. So here's what we're going to do. And I am a little bit nervous about this because usually if somebody sends in a 50 and you guess the score correct, I got to do a boot on the house. With this one, though, if you guys guess the correct score with a 20, I got to do a boot on the house. So I anticipate we get a few extra guesses today. Every 100 likes, we're going to do a wheel spin, which last week the wheel spins really got us in a bad spot. If you're a first-time super chatter and you're watching the show, we'll take a drink to that here. And then every hundo, we do a beer bang, a bong. And if you also want to get on our Boot Hall of Fame, $10 super chat. So all of this is super chat. If you want to get in the Jim Otto jersey raffle, that is Venmo. $10 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365, which we already got a few people getting in now. What's going on?
Raider Muerte said it. I swear, Chuggs, if it's a 3-0 ball game, I'm going to hurt you.
If it's a 3-0 ball game, you're not going to be the only one because I got high expectations. Like, if you're going to say that this is a better game than the Ravens game, that's high expectations. Either this is going to be the ultimate troll job by Chuggs and the Raiders lose by 20, or what if the Raiders are the team that gets all the way down to the goal line and then it's the flip-flop? I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm kind of nervous to see what ends up going down here. I do got a few people, though, getting in our Jim Otto jersey raffle, which to start it off, I see Luis A. You in. Patrick B. He gets in, which love to see it. Also, I see Ultra VAB. He wants 5 entries.
Okay.
Ultra VAB wants 5 entries. So as it stands right now, 3, 4, 5. We got 8 people in this duck race for a chance to win a Jim Otto jersey here on the Raiders Report. Also, Navman. What's up, Navman? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. 93 Nav, you in. All right, y'all, so coming up here live on today's show, the goal is to get into our Madden Sim by about, that's probably, 50 minutes from now. So we're going to go through the OTA news that I think all y'all want to know. We're going to go through the OTA winners and losers, and then Raiders, Panthers, Week 3, Madden Sim. And I did say, I usually say Mondays I don't drink. Tuesday I'm not going to do it. Since today is the only day that I'm going to be live this week, and I'm not going to be live again until May 28th. If you guys are down to party, if you guys are down to turn this into a shit show, Ventrack, rules are rules. I'm ready to get down with the nation if y'all are ready to get down with me. What up, Patrick B, El Loco, Uno, Robert Jansen, 93 Navman. I got a bunch of legends here in the Raiders Report chat. Hopefully you guys are down to clown because I'm down to clown as well. Let's get into the OTA news. Let's see if anything crazy happens in the live chat when we get back. And remember, I still want to be able to answer y'all's questions if you have them. So please, hashtag Raiders, super chat to get them up on screen. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. You ready? He gave me a thumbs up. You guys ready? Let's get into the OTA news to know today. Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here, host of the Raiders Report. And coming up on today's show, we're going to look at the Raiders OTA news from practice today that I think a lot of y'all want to know. Now, obviously, I'm not there in the building. I wasn't at practice, but just from following a lot of the reports, being able to reach out to a few people that were there, have some conversations, I'm going to talk about all that. And then at the end of today's show, we're also going to discuss the coaches' notes from Patrick Graham, Luke Getsy, Tom McMahon, who's the Raiders special teams coordinator, because they had some interesting things to say. Before, though, there was a little bit of rumor, speculation going out, and anytime something happens around Davante Adams, the entire NFL world listens. So he did not practice today, and it was originally reported by Vincent Bonsignor that he was not at, OTAs at all. So when that happened, everyone and their brother starts running with the story of, oh no, Davante, he's angry. You know how the NFL media is. Everybody thinks that the Raiders want to trade Adams. Everybody thinks that Davante wants to be traded. So when that came out, people were like, oh man, here we go again. Bottom line is this. even though he did not practice, he was still at the facility today. So let's just stop the trade rumors. If you see any Davante Adams trade rumors because he did not participate in OTAs, send it to me. I'm going to do some shows around him, and we're going to have some fun with it. But, like, here's the bottom line. Like, this is why you subscribe, because I am telling you right now, from doing this as long as I have, from y'all probably watching this show and just being on social media, there is going to be somebody tomorrow, I'll know who it is, that's going to say Davante Adams trade rumors. They're going to get circulating again. And if you see it, send it to me. I'm going to make a video on it. He ain't getting traded. He has said multiple times he wants to stay. Antonio Pierce has said it. Telesco. I don't know how many other ways we could do it. But this is why you subscribe. The OTA news and get the good rumors, because there is such thing as good rumors. Let's talk about some other notes that I got today. Aiden O'Connell was, I was told, very accurate today. Now, again, you got a fun little quarterback competition, and it's going to be a really fun QB room because Aiden is, I don't want to say like more locked in than Gardner based on what I was told, but Gardner definitely has that like a little bit more laid-back persona, kind of go with the wind, which it really shouldn't surprise anybody. The good news is, though, that with Minshew and Aiden, both guys, from what I understood, looked pretty damn good today. Both guys were able to, hit the nets pretty well. Both showed good accuracy. And again, Luke Getsy wants a quarterback that take care of the football. Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell, going to be one fun quarterback battle. Also, I got some updates here on Christian Wilkins, and what somebody messaged me, dude's the real deal. Which, again, if you're going to go out and spend all the money that you did on Wilkins, he finally gets to work with the interior guys on the defensive line. I expect big, big things from Wilkins, no doubt about it. But just like seeing him out there, Crosby, he was a leader today. He led all the stretches. Those two guys on your interior is going to strike a lot of fear on defense. Another thing that I thought was very interesting was Adam Butler was working with the ones today. So when I say working with the ones, there's sometimes where the starters are out there, but you're mixing and matching. There was a time where predominantly all the Raiders starters were on the field from a practice standpoint, and it was Max Crosby, Christian Wilkins, Adam Butler, Malcolm Kuntz. I think most Raider fans would say that's the ones on the defensive line. Max, Christian, Malcolm. So the fact that Adam Butler was working with the ones, not shocked by it. I did want to throw that in there. Other thing was Michael Mayer. He was making some pretty big plays today. Also was speaking to the media, and I loved what Michael was saying just because, you don't really get to hear a lot, especially last year, previous years with McDaniels. Mayer, I don't know if he meant to do it. He definitely threw a few jabs at McDaniels, just being like, the offense is a lot easier to understand. We're allowed to have fun this year. When you hear those two things, he didn't say anything about McDaniels. Whoever also was chanting, like, fire McDaniels in the live chat today was hilarious. But, like, you could see on his facial expressions that he anticipates to be used a lot. He's excited to play with Getsy. He was getting a lot of work. They were moving him all over the football field today. But also it was the understanding of, yeah, it's a lot easier in year two. It's also a lot easier not having Josh McDaniels around. Coming up, we're going to get into more Raiders OTA news from today that I think that the nation would want to hear. And we got a lot more updates to get into. In fact, some good, some not so good. Some injuries on the offensive line, which I don't have an update on them yet. Still working on them, but just hoping that, it's nothing too serious. There's nothing really to rush because, well, it is May after all. I'll tell you what those injuries were in just a second. Shout out to today's sponsor, Prize Picks. And there's a hell of a basketball game on tonight. You got the Celtics, Pacers. Can't wait to get that one underway. We also are going to be live here at Chat Sports. Shout out to Allie Barefoot. She's going to be covering that game. So if anybody wants to choose more or less with foot tonight, you can do so with our awesome sponsor, Prize Picks. Prize Picks has fun games for the NBA playoffs, and I want you guys to play the Purple Stars because look for select players on the board with star icons. Win a lineup that includes one or more star players and get a 10% boost on your winnings if that lineup is perfect. So the lineup that I have here tonight for this game, I'm going to go with Jason Tatum on 10 rebounds, 3 straight games with at least 10 rebounds. Tyrese Halliburton has yet to score 19.5 points against the Celtics this season, so I took the less there. And then Drew Holiday, give me 4.5 assists. I anticipate that the Celtics are going to win this basketball game in kind of, I don't want to say convincing fashion. They're clearly the better team, and if the New York Knicks don't get hurt, the Pacers are probably not even in this situation. Hell, you might even be able to say the same thing about Jimmy Butler and the Heat. But to me, Holiday's going to get 4.5 assists. I'm rolling with this, and if you want to roll with this one as well, you can find that link. It's going to be available for you guys down in the comments, down in the description. Prize Picks is simple. You just pick more than or less than on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. Get started now if you haven't already at prizepicks.com/CLNS and get a first-time deposit match of $100. Prizepicks.com/CLNS. Pick more, pick less. It's really that easy. All right, coming up here next, let's get into some more OTA news from today. And I got one notification today from one of my buddies, and he was like, dude, I'm telling you right now, Dylan Laube is him. And I'm excited, and I know that the nation is excited too. He was making a lot of things happen today. And there were people throwing out the comps of, Christian McCaffrey, which he wears 23, and he's a white running back. Like, that's the connection there. As much as excited as I am for Laube, he's not Christian McCaffrey. You can already see it. He's not the athlete, but then again, not many people are McCaffrey. What I am curious to see, though, is all the different ways that they end up using him, because he was getting some work out of the backfield today. Zamir White did not practice, but, clearly they are going to use him at special teams, clearly going to use him out of the backfield as well. Laube is a very, very sneaky name to consider in a PPR fantasy football league that's very, very deep. Also, some updates here. This one's from Tashawn Reed, and it said that the Raiders had 78 players practicing today for day 2 of OTAs. So, again, day 2 means, think about it. Yesterday was supposed to be the first day. Nobody practiced. So today it's considered day 2. Realistically, it's day 1. Those who were not participating, Zamir White, Amir Abdullah, shout out to Dean, we'll bang to that here in a second, Michael Gallup, Devontae Adams, Jalen Guyton, Tulu Griffin, Colton Miller, Ron Stone, Matthew Butler, Nesta Jade Silvera, Darian Butler, and Jack Jones. So 12 players not practicing. Remember, 90 players overall on the roster. What's important about this one, though, is Colton Miller. So Colton Miller was working on the sidelines today, which usually means that he's dealing with something. Again, star player was there, unable to practice, but working on the sidelines means that he's battling at least some minor of an injury, which I don't love. Again, it's probably, he's a veteran, 29, 30 years old. They don't really want to rush him. They don't want to do anything all that wild. But the fact that he did battle injuries last season, and then the Raiders also made it a point right after the NFL draft to go out and get Andres Pete, who's going to predominantly play on the left side. One of the things that I am going to be monitoring this offseason is the Colton Miller injury. How healthy is he? Because, again, when you get older and older and older and you're just that big of a human being, things can start to add up a little bit. Another injury update that we actually just got here right before that we went live, Jackson Powers Johnson. So he left practice early. I have no update whatsoever on what JPJ's injury is, what exactly happened, or why he did leave early. Maybe he didn't leave early. I don't know. Maybe he pulled we're talking about the Celtics, a Paul Pierce, and he shit his pants on practice. I don't have the answer. But what I am going to say is, if this is injury related, this is a red flag for me. And the only reason why I say that is because the only reason that JPJ did not go in round 1 was because a lot of NFL teams were afraid of the injury. So if it's a concussion, if it's something with the head, that's going to scare the absolute freaking hell out of me. Outside of that, though, I still want to see what happens because great player, but everybody that's watching the show right now or anybody that watches Oregon or knows anything about him is the biggest red flag was the injuries. And the fact that he left today early, that does scare me quite a bit. Coming up next here, we got some coaches' notes that from Patrick Graham, Luke Getsy, and again, Tom McMahon, and they spoke to the media right before practice. And if you guys want to see everything that they talked about, that's why you guys should follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, at Mitchell Renz 365. I put all this stuff kind of out there. But, what you're going to see here is just the notes that I thought were the most important from today. Patrick Graham believes that Tyree Wilson playing inside was important for his development. Talked about how it's just a shorter... it's shorter distance from you to the defender, where if you're an edge, there's a lot more time between what your hands are going to do, and they moved him inside to help him with his hands, his footwork, his get off a little bit easier. And I've seen some people say that they still think that he's only going to play defensive end. I actually totally disagree with that. I think that the Raiders are going to continue to use him as an edge, as a defensive tackle, move him inside and outside. But like right now, I was anticipating that Wilson was going to have that opportunity to be the defensive tackle one, which it's still early. It's freaking May. But Adam Butler did get the reps today at number 1 for DT. Let's continue to talk about Christian Wilkins here. Patrick Graham was super excited when he was talking about him, as he should be. He hasn't had a defensive tackle like Wilkins literally ever, as long as he's been a member of the Raiders here. Had some good ones when he was with the Giants. But Wilkins is going to require a lot of double teams, and really just talked about how that's going to open up things for a lot of other players. I think my favorite note from PG was one on Malcolm Kuntz. And, you know, when you hear these coaches talk, a lot of times it's coaches speak, and I love the fact that Tom McMahon was freaking fired up today. Luke Getsy was the only one where I was like, he's a little bit more reserved. But, like, PG said that Kuntz is out here taking that next step, coaching guys up. And when you see a young player like Malcolm coaching guys up, PG said it made him giddy. Didn't even know if he could, like, say giddy out loud. You got to watch Patrick Graham because, like, he's laughing internally that he's even talking about this. But to me, the fact that he brought it up and the fact that he's talking about Malcolm taking that next step, I do think for a lot of the people out there that want the Raiders to extend Malcolm, this is one of those little things that I think could go a really long way. Getsy, he started talking about Brock Bowers and all the ways that they're going to use him. He was asked a question, kind of like went around how the Raiders are going to use Bowers, and then the next person came in, asked kind of the exact same thing. And Getsy was just like, I'm excited to use him. They're going to use him in a lot of different areas on the field. Basically said that he was the best player in the SEC for multiple seasons, which, again, I think people look at Bowers and just say tight end. He's an athlete. He's a secret weapon, and I'm excited to see what the Raiders do with him. Also, Getsy was talking about Thayer Munford and that he was talented enough to play both sides of the offensive line, which will be something that I continue to monitor just because, you know, Antonio Pierce said that Thayer Munford is going to be playing on the right side and really made it seem like this team is set on him playing right side and right side only, specifically because they also said Andres Pete's going to be playing on that left side, and I've said that Cody Whitehair's going to be the dude on the interior. But the fact that they think he can play both sides, if this Colton Miller injury does linger, definitely watch out there and where they decide to use him. Next thing is Luke Getsy really wants a quarterback who protects the football. Like, somebody asked, what are the traits that you're looking for in your starting quarterback? And Getsy kind of fired back quickly and was like, I'm not really going to look at traits, which I do think helps both Aiden and Gardner because neither of those quarterbacks have a lot of traits that scream you can be a starting quarterback in the NFL. But if you can go out there and mentally prepare yourself for the good competition and hold on to the football, protect the ball, like that's how this team's going to win games. You're not going to win games because of Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell. You're not going to. You will lose games, though, because of those two guys. And if they take care of the ball, well, then maybe you will win some games because of them. All right, so how about this? If Getsy's going to say that he wants a QB that protects the ball, out of the two names that you see up here on screen, who's better at it? Like, who do you have more confidence in to protect the football? Do you have confidence in Gardner Minshew? Type GM. Or do you have more confidence in Aiden O'Connell? I want you to type AOC down below. I think it depends which way you talk about turning over the football. Because throughout their career, Aiden O'Connell's interception percentage is 2%, compared to Gardner Minshew's 1.7. Not that big of a difference. Aiden also was a rookie last season. So from the interception perspective, I do have more faith in Gardner to not turn over the ball. When it comes to fumbles, though, and this is the one thing that if Gardner doesn't clean up the fumbles, Aiden's got his fumbles problems on top of that. But we talk about all the time Derek Carr and the fumble problems he had. Remember Derek Carr's fumble problems? That's Gardner Minshew's fumble problems. They are right there, neck and neck, both bad. I think if they can clean it up, it's a solid thing. But based off of what Getsy said alone, I still have more confidence in Gardner Minshew. But I do think that Aiden probably protects the football better this season, specifically from an interception standpoint. One of the other notes that I thought was probably the most important from our special teams coordinator, Tom McMahon, again, he spoke. And, dude, if you haven't seen McMahon's, speech, he left the podium, I'm not shitting y'all, 3 or 4 times to go teach up the media of the different rules, and he talks a lot about what they're planning on doing with these new kickoff rules. He did say though that he loves DJ Turner. DJ Turner is not a player that I think makes this 53-man roster, but we see it time and time again that there are guys that find ways to make this team. A lot of times it's through special teams. Could Turner be one of those dudes? Also, McMahon bringing that energy, I loved it, dude. It was cool because I was not thrilled when the Raiders hired him last season, but like the way that they are constructing practice, I love it because they're letting Daniel Carlson, the players, really weigh in on a lot of these new kickoff rules, and I am extremely curious to see what the Raiders decide to do for these new kickoff rules. So again, Patrick Graham, McMahon gave me some good teacher vibes where Getsy's answers were a lot of words. Like, I don't want to say this because I know people are going to blow it out of proportion just because of everyone knows how I feel about Josh McDaniels. But when you listen to the way Patrick Graham and McMahon talked, they talked kind of the same way when I get that vibe from Antonio Pierce. When they're talking, I listen, and I feel like I'm learning something, where when Getsy was talking, it just seemed like a lot of words, and I had a little bit of, Josh McDaniels deja vu of, man, I don't really know what you're saying. You're saying a lot, but you're not really saying anything to me. Patrick Graham, McMahon, hell of a job. Luke Getsy did some good, not so great in this press conference. Overall, though, from what I understood, very, very good first day here at practice for the Las Vegas Raiders at OTAs.
Dean Sharp Bang!
That one came in a while ago. If you want to shout out here on the Raiders Report.
100 pounds.
100 pounds.
Otto or Mosber, better center with respect to 00?
I mean, I'm just going to go with Otto. And the only reason why that I'm going to say that is just because he was the tone setter. Like,
it's also two different eras. I know I had to look up to make sure, and I think I'm saying it right. Mosbar played from the late 80s into the 90s.
Oh, really?
So a little bit later than Otto.
Yeah, and I was telling Jeremy, like, Jim Otto was a center at 250 pounds. You know what I mean? Like, totally different eras, but the only reason why the better setter, I'm still going to go with Otto. Based on their time and the tone that they set and just the fear that he would strike into people, I also think that playing center, I almost wonder if back then playing center was more difficult than playing center now. Like, imagine the shit that they probably used to do in the offensive line. Let me knock this one back here real quick. If you want, give a shout out here, Chuggs, to everybody spamming Dean.
Let's see. Oh, well, people are spamming other stuff too now. But we have Yoda, Juan, Ron, Taino, RC. I got Anthony, Raider Sancho, Jake Serb, Noah Santana.
I almost feel like this guy was waiting for somebody else.
Venthrak Bang!
What up, Venthrak? Is it just me, or does Mitch seem more handsome and charming today? Must be the jersey. You know, Venthrak, it's crazy. Alex said the exact same thing. She also said it must be because you're wearing the Venthrak jersey when I woke up this morning. I went to bed last night. You ever see the Little Giants? And you've never seen the Little Giants.
No.
Holy shit. He goes to bed the night before the football game, and he's just in his entire jersey. He's got his cleats on, face painted. He's ready to go. I am mind blown that you haven't seen the Little Giants. Have you guys seen the Little Giants? Y for yes, N for no. I feel like that's like not seeing the Sandlot. I would say Sandlot is like Little Giants. Have you seen the Sandlot?
Yeah.
Okay. You got to watch the Little Giants, dude. It's iconic.
I feel like that's one of your favorite movies.
If I was Marsh, I would do a watch party and watch the Little Giants. I would. I'd say, hey, let's have a movie night. Little Giants action. Dude, there's nothing but yeses. Ron Raspberry, Becky the Icebox O'Shea. No?
Well, I mean, if I haven't seen the movie, I'm guessing if that's a movie reference.
Unbelievable.
I probably don't know it.
Never seen it either. Oh, my Lord, guys. Ant the Gamer, Raider Nation, Luis Rodriguez, Glenn. Should Jeremy watch the movie? On a scale of 1 to 10, how good is the movie? 1, he should never watch it. 10, he's got to watch it. Little Giants. It's got to be up there.
I've seen Little Gigantes.
We're done. we're done here. The little gigantes. Jeremy's like, I think I have seen it. That's the one where the kid, he breaks his arm and he plays for the Cubs, right?
Not that good Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb rating though.
Oh.
36% on Rotten Tomatoes, 6.4 on IMDb.
I think Jack gave it a high grade, so it should be good. Brett, you are in for the Jim Otto jersey. Brett stole you in. And then I also see Charles G.
Well,
you in.
You pay off Vinthrak.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Night Uchiha.
Night.
You know what this is from, right?
You always talk about it. I have never seen it.
You've never seen this? Are you serious?
You're trying to act like...
You've never seen Naruto.
You're trying to act like Naruto, which I don't even know if you said it right, is the same as Little Giants. That's just outlandish to me. It's outlandish.
I bet you more people have seen Naruto than have seen the Little Giants.
You know what? You're probably not wrong.
There you go.
There's a certain demographic that I think just, outweighs us a little bit in population. However, people in this country, I would say, have seen the Little Giants more.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I would say that more people have probably seen Naruto than the Little Giants.
I don't know. I just find that hard to believe. But then again, I'm gonna Google. You're like, this is like the most popular show that's ever existed. I don't know. Somebody said not a chance. Yoda's like, I don't even know what we're talking about. I haven't seen either. Which one do you think people have seen more of? The Little Giants or Naruto?
If we want to win, it's time to get Peterman the GOAT, is what Night Uchiha said. And then Adonai Ventura said Chuggs should get arrested for that.
I could see you in a go-kart, though. I could see you in a go-kart. That would probably be the only way, Chuggs.
Quick question of the day for you. It is National Strawberries and Cream Day. Berries and cream, berries and cream. What is the best fruit dessert? I was actually talking to one Celtics host, Allie Barefoot, about this before the show, talking about a margarita bar, like a margarita cheesecake bar, which looked good. But best fruit dessert, what are we thinking? Do we think maybe apple pie, peach cobbler, a little key lime pie, strawberry shortcake? Best fruit dessert, raspberry cheesecake, that has to be up there. Like a white chocolate raspberry cheesecake. Cheesecake and strawberry topping, apple pie moonshine. Marsh. Best fruit dessert.
My answer is Marsh's answer. I already know it.
Best fruit dessert.
My answer is Marsh's answer.
What? What's KOP?
Huh?
Huh?
KLP.
Key lime pie?
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I thought he said KOP too, and I was like, maybe my answer's not his. I don't know.
I was like, what's KO? Peach cobbler has to be up there as well.
Dude, I will say this. See, here's the difference of the cobblers. Would you, I would probably actually rather have a peach cobbler with vanilla ice cream over a key lime pie.
Oh, yeah.
But if you're just giving me a peach cobbler.
But it's inferred that you get the ice cream on top.
Is it?
I've never had peach cobbler without ice cream on top.
I don't know if I have either.
That's
like saying pumpkin pie. You gotta have Cool Whip.
Yeah. When you say pumpkin pie, I immediately think, okay, it also comes with Cool Whip.
I agree.
That's like saying salad doesn't come with the dressing.
Or that's like saying pizza without toppings.
No.
No? Not the same? I think it's pretty close. It's pretty close.
We have a couple answers coming in via Super Chat. Vinthrak.
Dude, a good banana pudding, also very good.
Pineapple. Oh, banana puddings. Pineapple upside down cake.
So, pineapple upside down cake is actually something that hits home for me. My mom always makes it when I go home. My Aunt Wanda also makes it. Sometimes they have a fun little competition. They both win because if I say one person wins, not good.
You're not getting any more pineapple.
Let's just say if I did a question of who do I have more confidence in, Aunt Wanda or my mom, it's not going to get a lot of votes in my family. You got to vote for both of them. Pineapple upside down cake is elite. Now, see, I like it.
Did you get the key lime pie at Petey's?
Yes, that was good.
I did not.
I remember you regretted it.
I didn't eat. There was a lot of food that I didn't eat at Petey's I regretted.
You did say this is my favorite.
The cream puff is a big one.
I didn't eat that. That was crazy.
I was saying peach cobbler, I think maybe clears it.
All cobblers are good.
But like better than key lime pie. I think I would have peach cobbler over key lime pie.
I'm going A+ key lime pie over pie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. The key lime pie from Trader Joe's.
Oh no! Wait!
Can't get it.
No. The key lime pie from Joel's.
Holy
Joel's
shit! Dude, I'm not even kidding y'all right now. The key lime pie from Joel's, and again, this is where Jeremy and I had the greatest meal of art.
That was incredible.
Dude,
it was 2 flavors of key lime pie.
It was literally like 2 or 3 different key lime pies in one pie. I don't know how they did it. It was layered. Dude, that's the answer. I would fly to Vegas just to have dinner at Joel's.
Same.
I think we got to do it. We're going to have to run that back.
Maybe
you guys want Jeremy and I go to training camp? I don't get me wrong. I want to go to training camp. I kind of want to go to Joel's more, though. I'm not. It's like
who would go to Joel's with us? Type me in the comment section if you'd be down.
If I told y'all that Jeremy and I, like, we're gonna pick a weekend, let's say in June, and we're like, you know what? We're flying out to Vegas. We're gonna meet y'all at Joel's Chop House at this time. Who's having dinner with us? You gotta show up,
dude. We just do like a tasting. We do a tasting.
Sam raised his hand,
like
so
$100 to get in or something, and it's just a tasting. Joel kind of takes us through a.
That sounds electric. I'm in. I'm not kidding you. I'm in.
Mango and chamoy. You love some pineapple and chamoy. I know you always say that.
So yesterday, it's actually kind of funny. Adane, is that how you pronounce it?
Mm-hmm.
Alex yesterday, I asked her, I go, hey, can you cut the mango for me? Because this might surprise y'all growing up in Pennsylvania. I never had a mango until I moved down here to like Texas. At least I don't remember that I did. And I don't know how to cut a mango, so I usually just eat it like an apple. But, like, it always gets, like, stuck in my teeth then. So Alex is like, no, you just peel the back a little bit. And then she shoved a fork in the bottom of it, and it was basically like a popsicle. So yesterday I'm walking around with this mango with a fork, and then I would just put, like, chamoy and tahini and kind of still eat it. But it was unbelievable. Better than pineapple. Better than pineapple. What up, Brad?
Fun fact about Mosbar. While he was a Pro Bowl center, he was also drafted 1 spot before Dan Marino.
It's, I mean, here's the one thing. One of these won a Super Bowl. Marino never did. Though, Marino was a hell of a quarterback. Would Dan Marino be the greatest Raiders quarterback of all time? Y for yes, N for no. I'm actually curious to see what some of you old school Raiders people, what? I guarantee you that they're not going to answer yes to that. I mean, how do you consider what's more important? Wins? I don't know. I'm just saying. Is he? Yeah, it's right now unanimously no. I'm just saying. Would Dan Marino have been the greatest Raiders quarterback of all time? Honest question.
Reminder, halftime of the Madden game that's coming up in just a little bit. $10 Venmo to win a Jim Otto jersey. Every $10 is a ticket. We will get you in. If you want to get in to win a Jim Otto jersey.
They're tripping. Yes, from Strami. Hey, I'm just here to ask the questions. And as it stands right now, we got, it looks like 12 people are in our Jim Otto duck race. So if anybody wants a chance to get in, good luck to you. I got a burp.
Raider Muerte, Mitch, you should try a mango nata.
I mean, I think I've had one. It's just, it's like a pina colada with mango, no?
I think so, with like the chamoy and tahini on top.
Raider Muerte, I think I've had this, and I actually think Alex's mom has made me one. Don't quote me on it, though. If I ask Alex, I ask her mom, they would probably be able to tell you yes or no a lot easier than I would. Drew, let's go to Drew. Wife said we can go to Vegas for the home opener. Barcode for sure. Joel's also. What's this dessert you're speaking of? First time in Vegas for us both.
Oh, so the dessert at Joel's was their key lime pie.
Now, we had a few desserts. We also had a lot of their menu. Joel's Chop House, it's the greatest dinner I've ever had. You could probably explain the key lime better than I could.
So it was I forgot what the crust was, but it was like a really good graham cracker. Maybe infused with like almond or something crust. And then he had a key lime custard, and then it was like a different kind of key lime on top of it.
Dude.
And then it was a meringue on top of that.
It was, I'm serious. It was unbelievable. I'm trying to see if I can go to their desserts page. I don't know if they only have their dinner menu. I don't know if they have desserts. Yeah, see, they always change it up. Like, yeah, these are.
Yeah, he might not have it when we go back because I think he did say the desserts are seasonal.
They're seasonal, yeah, so they don't put the desserts on there. But, like, guys, I'm telling you right now, if you guys were down to pull up, I'm there. I'm there. Chuggs, we got to figure out how to go. Because Alex has been asking me. I'm sure Danny has too. Maybe we do like a little trip, make a day out of it. I like the taste testing thing. Like everybody, you pay like a flat rate, and it's just like Joel walks us through the menu. That would be a lot of fun. Though no caviar. No caviar.
Maybe a bump.
Or maybe a bump. Everyone gets a bump. Everyone gets a bump. All right, y'all. Coming up next here on the show, we're going to get into some winners and losers from Raiders OTAs today, and then it's going to be Madden Simulation time. Raiders, Panthers, really, really excited about this one. Again, I know it's Tuesday. I know we don't usually get too crazy on Tuesdays, but today is my last live show of the week. My dad's going to be in town, and I'm down to get down. Bedthrack's been here, down to get down. Also, Dean Sharp. Whoever is the MVP of today's show, I will be wearing your jersey the next time we do a Madden simulation, which I actually think is next Tuesday. Yeah? So whoever is the MVP of today's show, I will wear your jersey next Tuesday when I'm live. And if you haven't noticed, on our live Madden Sim days, I rock that jersey for all of the cuts that we make, for all of the live segments that we do, for the entire show, the Madden Sim included. Oh. Jacob Serb, cheers to you, brother.
Raider Wifey, I guess you didn't see us read your super chat yesterday, but we said possibly for the Raiders Bengals game in Cincinnati. We're still trying to work out the kinks for that, but that could maybe be a possibility.
Yeah. So I have two pretty big phone calls tomorrow with some people in Vegas that might help me figure out what Chuggs and I can and cannot do during the regular season. But as soon as we get word, we will definitely let y'all know. I'm still trying to figure out a Raiders player that's willing to challenge me in a competitive eating contest.
Skyline Chili eating contest.
Christ, no. No.
I'm going to try it if we go up there.
Sure, you should. And you're going to be like, I can't believe this is hyped up. I mean, I'm trying to think of, imagine if people talked about, so your mindset's Whataburger, right? Like you got Whataburger in your mind. Imagine if somebody was like, Jack in the Box, better than Whataburger. Like I feel like it's not good, and it gets so hyped up that your expectations, because of how hyped up it is, you're like, I'm about to get some awesome Whataburger, and somebody lays in front of you like Jack in the Box White Castle. It's
that bad.
It's a letdown, dude. It's a letdown. It is. I mean, come on. If anybody's ever had Skyline Chili that's not from Cincinnati, I think you're probably right on board with us there. Matthew Peterson, Marino has more yards, touchdowns than DC and Stabler combined.
Wow.
I mean, it's pretty impressive. Here's the thing, though. Also, first off, get a pick. Second,
yeah, Matthew Peterson. Who's this guy?
I mean, when you're talking about Stabler though, at least he's got a chip.
You know what?
Got a ring.
I bet you this dude's like a Broncos fan or something.
There's no way.
I could see him being like a Broncos or a Chargers fan.
There's no
and trolling
way.
us.
Yoda said another stream at Ahern, potentially. Definitely a possibility in that one. Shout out to PD for pulling up here on the Raiders Report. Appreciate you, man. All right, y'all, we got 400 people here in the chat. If you haven't already, make sure you click that like button, which, actually, now that I think about it, we owe a wheel spin. Let's do the wheel spin, then we'll get into the winners and losers. I don't know what this wheel spin's going to be, but whatever it lands on, we're going to let that deal ride throughout the entirety of this next segment. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. But whatever this deal is, whatever it lands on, and I'm going to say this, I am worried, I'm not going to lie, just because we did this last show, or last Friday, I guess, and it made the whole show just get crazy. Which, now that I'm looking at some of these, I might have bit off more than I could chew. Yep. Yeah, dude, this is not good. All right, whatever this lands on, that's the deal for the entire next segment. This is not good. This is actually the one I wanted the least. Mitch has to do jumping jacks every 50 comments.
Every 50 comments that we get during this next segment is a jumping jack.
Dude, I'm going to blow out my legs. I just moved. I know you guys don't know that, but my legs are killing me from moving stuff, and the stairs. I actually said to you last week, I said, I feel like my legs are going to blow out, like, just from standing up here.
Oh, wow. Okay, well,
this is
I think we got to get started because they're already peppering you with the chats.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here, host of the Raiders Report. And coming up, we're going to get into the winners and losers from day 2 practice for the Las Vegas Raiders at OTAs. I do got to give a shout out, though, to today's sponsor, Panda Sups, maybe hooking you guys up with the greatest deal that they've ever hooked you up with. So recently, Panda asked me, if you don't know, he's a Raider fan who owns the company, and he was like, Mitch, what do you get from Panda? So if you guys want to get exactly the stack that I get, which is protein, BCAAs, some fat burners, on top of that, some extra stuff sprinkled in, it's $199 value. And if you go to chatsports.com/mystack, or you go to the link that you see down in the comments and down in the live description, you can get $199 worth of workout supplements and gear for, I want to say it's like $103. So it's a hell of a deal. The code is MyStack for 35% off, but he's already taken an additional like $40 off for Raider Nation. Bottom line is this, I've talked a lot of great deals on the Raiders Report from Panda. This might be the best one that they've ever done. Coming up here again, we got winners and losers from practice, which all of these notes that I have are from practice that ended up going down on Tuesday, May 21st. And even though I was not there, this is based on reports. This is based on people that I've talked to just in the last few hours or so from their notes on practice. There's going to be a lot more winners than losers because, let's face it, that's what this part of the offseason here is all about. So these are not ranked in any particular order. I'm just going to go through all the notes that I have of why I have 10 winners and the 5 losers that I have. Let's first, though, get into the winners here. We're going to start with Brock Bowers, and the excitement around Bowers from coaches, players, staff, I mean, it is throughout the entirety of that building. He is showing that he is the best rookie that we have, and I don't want to just be a knock on a lot of the other rookies that we have, but I just think that you're going to realize how good he is the more and more and more the notes that start to come out. He's going to get used a ton with Luke Getsy. A lot of excitement here around Brock Bowers. Let's go to Christian Wilkins at defensive tackle, who he's going to open up a lot of things for Patrick Graham. PG spoke just like how excited he is to have a guy like this that's going to take on a lot of double teams. He's going to free up things for a lot of these other players. He's one of the leaders already you're seeing early on here at OTA practices, a very verbal guy who's not afraid to make some jokes. You know, he's not afraid to, like, poke some fun, which I do think is also a really big thing that I've learned from OTAs this year and just the offseason program in general, which should not surprise anybody. And maybe just for one time's sake, can I get a F Josh McDaniels one more time? Because Wilkins, multiple players spoke about just how they're allowed to have fun and they're allowed to enjoy going to work. Imagine before you not wanting to go to work. Thank you, Josh McDaniels. Now, players are looking forward to going and playing for AP. Let's also go now to the next winner here, Adam Butler. He was working predominantly with the ones at defensive tackle, and not that I'm really surprised. I know the Raiders brought him back. I also called Adam Butler last season the most underappreciated Raiders player because he's working at DT. He's got 5.5 sacks. He was able to get up after the quarterback. Did a lot of good things. But the fact that he's working with the ones, Wilkins, Kuntz, and Crosby, he's going to get some rotations in. Those Raiders defensive line is going to have a lot of moving parts. But, my question out there is this, because you could say maybe it's Tyree Wilson. Maybe some of you are going to go with Adam Butler. Who starts at defensive tackle? So you see that question mark up on screen. I want you to comment your answer. Who you think ends up starting in that spot for the silver and black? This is going to be the pinned comment here on today's show. Scroll on down. You're about to get hit with a YouTube ad break, and let me know. My answer to this one is going to be Adam Butler mainly right now if the season were to start. I am still going to hold out hope for Tyree Wilson, and PG spoke about why Wilson worked inside last season. It's because of the handwork. I am telling y'all right now, and on the show as well, we are expecting Wilson to get much better this season, and I think it's going to be the same way a lot of people wrote off Trevon Merrick, a lot of people the way they wrote off Malcolm Kuntz. Tyree Wilson's going to have his season this year, and if he doesn't, think it might be his final season with the silver and black. I'm not afraid to say it. Malcolm Kuntz, also an OTA winner. This is more of just based off of what Patrick Graham had to say about him, of how he's kind of taken that next step as a leader in this room where he was working with the ones as expected. But for PG to kind of talk about how giddy he was that he's taking guys to the side and teaching them, it kind of reminds me of Max Crosby, even like last year. He would take Tyree Wilson underneath his wing, or there'd be times in practice last season where Crosby would literally, in the middle of a drill or in the middle of practice, he would take a player and he would go on the side and he'd work with them by themselves for 10 minutes. Malcolm is starting to do that now with some of these younger players. And if I'm sitting here as a coach, as an organization, like Tom Telesco, I'm going, which guys do I want to give a contract extension to? I think right now, everybody watching the show, if you want the Raiders to give Malcolm Kuntz a contract extension, click that like button right now because I know I do. And there's so many players that you could potentially give an extension to. Marcus Epps, Trevon Merrick, Nate Hobbs, Malcolm Kuntz, Robert Spillane. I just named 5 right there that everybody's sitting at home going, yeah, I'd probably give all 5 of those guys a contract extension. But why am I going to pick somebody over all of them else? This Raiders team wants player coaches. Kuntz is doing that. That's a big-time win in a contract year. That's why he's a winner here on my list. Let's go to DJ Turner. And if you would have told me, Mitch, you were going to have DJ Turner being an OTA winner, I would have laughed in your face. But the fact that he's still catching the attention of Raiders special teams coach Tom McMahon, and he said, quote, I love this guy. We find year in and year out that final spot on that roster, that 53-man roster, we sit up here all the time and go, that guy's going to make it, that guy's not going to make the team. If DJ Turner can prove to McMahon, the Raiders special teams coach, and can prove to AP that he's going to be the best damn special teams player you have, he might have a real shot to make this freaking roster, man. So we still got 5 more winners coming up. I got 5 more losers on top of that. And if you haven't already, make sure you join the nation. We're trying to get to 170,000 subscribers on this channel. My goal by the start of kickoff this season, 200,000 subs. We've been growing this channel for a long time. We got the best damn fans in all of sports here. But also, if you want OTA news, if you want updates from practice, if you want a good time on our live shows, nobody, and I mean this, nobody will outwork Jeremy and I. That I promise you. Subscribe, we'll prove it to you. Let's keep rocking here with some OTA winners. Aiden O'Connell was a winner. Gardner Minshew is not going to be featured in this video as a loser, but based on the notes that I received was Aiden worked with the ones, which when I say worked with the ones, got the first snap today at OTAs, but accuracy was really good. The leadership was there, and one of the text messages that I got was he was very accurate. The other was, it kind of seems like Aiden's team, and I saw that and I go, I understand that. I also had some notes that Gardner just looks like very laid back. He's kind of go with the flow type of guy. not going to lie, that's not what I want in my quarterback. I want a quarterback that takes charge. I want my quarterback to be the leader, the vocal leader of that team. And Aiden, from what I received, the notes that I got today, looked like he's been there, done that, and acted way more like a veteran. I also got a little bit of a side punch in the text of, I think you need to flip your script here on Aiden O'Connell. Bottom line, Aiden, big-time winner today. Let's go to Michael Mayer at tight end. This dude spoke and loved what he had to say. He was fired up. He was excited to be at work. Said that he dropped 10 pounds. So last season he played at 265. Said he's now down to 255, but he's a lot faster. Also said that the number one thing that he worked on this offseason was getting faster on them, which I think is kind of interesting. Also said that he worked on his blocking. But, like, what if Michael saw, like, Brock Bowers getting drafted and was like, all right, we're going to add a little bit more speed here. I got to up my game. I love competition. And I'm telling y'all right now, Michael Mayer, Brock Bowers, and 12 personnel, the amount of times this coaching staff talked about 12 personnel, a lot of two tight end sets are coming in. Let's go to the next winner here. It's Andre James. And the reason why I threw Andre in here is I didn't really get too many notes on how he practiced, but the one note that I got was from somebody that's given me a lot of good information in my time here running the show, said Andre James is the leader of that offensive line. Not Colton Miller, but Andre James. Now, I get it. Miller did not practice. He was on the sidelines. He was working. But let's just say, and, I can't really get into all the details of some of the things that maybe have happened last offseason, but bottom line is this. The offensive line leader of this team is Andre James, and I actually think that he has a shot to be not only rocking the C as a center, but also the C as a captain. Let's just say Andre James is the clear vocal leader and leader of this offensive line, and that is facts, man. Let's go to the next winner here, Dylan Laube. They're going to use him in the pass-catching game. They're going to use him between the tackles. Zamir White missed practice on Tuesday, so he got a chance to get a little bit of extra work in. On top of that, though, special teams-wise, he's going to be a special player, and I really think that when the Raiders drafted him, we kind of were like, well, where exactly is he going to fit? We saw some Austin Eckler comps out there. Laube's going to get used in special teams. He's going to push Amir Abdullah for that starting job, whether that be kick returner, whatever his role is going to be. I also think that he's going to push Alexander Madison. If Laube can prove to this coaching staff that he can be a reliable pass blocking back, he's going to be hard to take off the field. Like, if you were to tell me right now, Laube proves that he can be a good pass blocking back, not as good as Alexander Madison, he's one of the better guys in the league, but if Laube can prove that he's just competent on top of his ability to run between the tackles, catch the football, he's going to get a lot more work than even I originally thought. The final winner is Harrison Bryant, and the reason why I'm going to throw Harrison Bryant in here is because the defensive staff, the offensive staff, just the amount of times they've thrown out the terms 12 personnel, 12 personnel, 12 personnel. If you don't know what it is, it's when you got two tight ends on the field. And a lot of people know that Brock Bowers there, Michael Mayer there, but a lot of times people are forgetting about Harrison Bryant. I'm telling y'all right now, when the Raiders signed Michael Gallup, a lot of excitement around it because people are like, oh, it's a name, he's a Cowboy. I'm almost starting to wonder if Harrison Bryant has close to the same amount of snaps as a guy like Gallup. And the reason why that I say that is because Bowers, to me, is going to line up in the slot. Hell, he's going to probably line up in the slot as a receiver more than a tight end. So knowing how much that this Raiders team is going to use 12 personnel, there's going to be a lot of opportunities where you see Bowers, Mayer, and Bryant all on the field at the exact same time, where Bowers is lined up in the slot. You got Devontae Jacoby potentially on the field at the exact same time, or maybe just one of those receivers. Bottom line is Harrison Bryant's going to get a lot more snaps than I think what people realize. Coming up next here on the show, we're going to get into the losers from OTAs. And again, nobody's really a loser at this time of the offseason. It's more of either somebody's practicing better than you, or some of the notes that we got, or just something to keep an eye out on. I'll tell you who those losers are. Most of them just did not practice. But I got to give a shout out to our awesome sponsor here, Panda Sups. And everything that you see up on screen is what is available to you. So let me just read off everything real quick here. So you get the protein, the fuel, you can get a bunch of different flavors. You get the BCAAs, which are great for hydration, just being able to rebuild your muscles. Like, you're not going to go to, if you go to the gym and you don't take BCAAs after your workout, or if you don't take protein after your workout, I'm not going to lie to y'all, you're kind of wasting your time. Where, think about it. Like, you got up in the morning or you go to the gym after work, and think about how much of a struggle it is sometimes for you to go to the gym. If you go to the gym and you don't, like, replenish your body with protein, some BCAAs, stuff I use, why I love this is because this is the stack that I use in the offseason. I will lose 20 pounds. As soon as football season ends, I start eating healthier, and I take a lot of this Panda stuff. But, like, also the deal they're hooking y'all up, if you use code MyStack, you're going to get 35% off. That is at chatsports.com/MyStack. You're going to get the workout bag. You get some samples in there. You're going to get an awesome, protein shaker on top of that. This is a $199 value, which if you go to that link right now, you're already going to see that it's $159. So shout out to Panda Sups, the owner. He's a Raider fan. He's already taken $40 off. And then if you use the 35% off code, it's like $103. So essentially, $199 for all this stuff you can get for $103. The protein's going to be the best protein you've ever had. Again, I got a sweet tooth, but the BCAAs, the fat burner products are great. And he's a big-time Raider fan. Big-time Raider fan. So if you believe in supporting your own, go to chatsports.com/MyStack. That link's going to be available to y'all down in the comments, down in the description of today's show. Shout out to Panda Sups for hooking up the nation. Well, you might be a loser if you don't take advantage of that deal. So let's get into some of the OTA losers today. And again, nobody's a loser at OTAs, okay? But if I got to pick 5 names, these are the 5 names I'm going to go with. I'm going to throw out Tyree Wilson's name in here because he did not work with the ones. Adam Butler was getting more work with the ones at defensive tackle, and if they do really want to only use him as a defensive end, I do think that kind of stinks for him a little bit just because he's not going to get as many opportunities to get on the field. I'm not saying that they're only going to use him as an edge. I've seen some people speculate that they could only use him as an edge. I just think that if you got a great player, and I do think Tyree Wilson is a great player, like, he just got thrown into a bad situation last season where he wasn't 100% healthy and he was a rookie. He's going to make a big-time leap this year, and I can't wait to see that he does that. Let's go to Amir Abdullah, the next OTA loser. He did practice today. Or no, I think he was actually one of the ones that didn't practice today. I don't remember the list, Chuggs, if you can pull it up for me real quick. Amir Abdullah, though, no, I don't think he practiced today. He did not practice, but the reason why I have him as a loser here is because of what Laube did. And Laube is already opening up eyes. And the reason why I bring this up is because I always have notes. And every year it's like, which dudes open up people's eyes right away? Brock Bowers, you're seeing all the attention he's getting because as soon as he steps on the field, people are like, all right, yeah, this guy's a lot different. He's a different human being. Laube's also starting to get a lot of attention on top of that. And I think because he also gives you that special teams ability, to me, Amir Abdullah was signed not to be that third down screen back that McDaniels loved, but Abdullah was signed to be on special teams, kick returns with the new kick return rules. The way Tom McMahon talked about Laube today, kind of think that if Laube keeps showing out, Amir might be a surprise cut candidate. Let's go to Michael Gallup next here at wide receiver, a player that has battled a lot of injuries of late. Not out there on the practice field today. I do think that hurts him, but also the reason why that I have him listed as a loser is because I believe if you were to ask a lot of people who has more targets this season, Michael Gallup or Michael Mayer, I think there might be some people out there that say Michael Gallup. I don't even think that that's the case. Hell, I might even make the argument that Harrison Bryant runs more snaps than Gallup just based on the amount of 12 personnel that the Raiders are going to run. So because of that, if you got Michael Gallup in a fantasy league this season, you're not going to like that very much. Going to be a good player, good depth piece, but just a depth piece. Let's go to Nesta Jade Silvera on the defensive tackle side. I have him here is because he's somebody that's on the roster bubble. If I were to ask 100 Raider fans right now, and I'm going to ask all the Raider fans that are watching the show right now, we got close to 450 people, is Nesta Jade Silvera going to make this roster? I think 70% of y'all say no, and that's just my guess off the jump. So knowing that Byron Young's out there practicing, knowing that a lot of these other defensive tackles, and one of the notes that I got today was the defensive tackle room is legit, which, again, it puts a smile on my face. But one of the other notes I got was the defensive tackle room today was better than the defensive end room, which And it doesn't surprise me from a depth standpoint, but like, you got Max Crosby leading one side, you got Christian Wilkins leading the other. Nestor J. Tavera is somebody who I want to make this team, but he's got to get out there. He's got to be able to show it. I was also told today that Byron Young looked not bad. Colt Miller is the final OTA loser today, and I say that because he was working on the sidelines. I also thought about throwing Jackson Powers-Johnson in this list, but I don't know the injury yet. He did have to leave early. The reason why that I'm worried about Miller is because he missed some time as a rookie. Not even time. He played through an injury when he was a rookie, and last season really missed time for the first time in his entire career. Has battled through a lot of injuries, been a tough guy. Am I upset that he didn't practice today? No, quite frankly, if Colt Miller doesn't want to practice on May 21st, I don't really give a shit. But I am like the insane Raider fan that I am, and probably a lot of y'all are, know that he struggled with injuries, worked on the sideline yesterday. That probably means he's dealing with something, and I just don't want to get into a situation where every single week I'm worried and wondering, like I did last year, is Colt Miller healthy? Is he going to be able to play? Because if we don't have a left tackle, and if Colton is banged up, relying on Miller and Andres Pete, especially Pete, who's battled a lot of injuries himself, that does make me nervous considering what our quarterback room is. So I do got to give a shout out to our Madden MVPs. We're doing a season-long Madden simulation season. Week 1 MVP was John Scheffler. Week 2 MVP, I'm rocking it for a reason, is Ventrac. If you want me to rock your jersey here on the Raiders Report, well, then I need you to be an MVP of one of our shows. So today that I am filming, we are going to be doing a Madden simulation up against the Carolina Panthers. So whoever the MVP of today's show is, guess what? I'm rocking your jersey. The next jersey that I'm going to be rocking is going to be Week 4 when the Raiders play the Browns here on Madden. That is May 30th. I want to say that is a Friday. Maybe it's a Thursday. Either way, it's going to be a hell of a show. It's going to be a hell of a time. And if you're like, Mitch, I don't have a Raiders jersey. Well, this is also the opportunity, which is the best time of the year for you to get a jersey. If you're the MVP of a show and you don't got a jersey, I'm going to get you a jersey. Bottom line, plain and simple. So if you want to tune into all of our Madden Sims, I hope that you do so. I hope you take time out of your day. It's a hell of a time. It's a lot of fun. And at the end of the day, it's May. I'm trying to make some content here after all. The best quarterback.
So I got about 1,400 comments. So
Christ.
1,400 divided by
50.
Divided by 50 is 28 times 2. Because it's jumping jacks, so it's 2 jacks per 50. So 56 jumping jacks.
I love that you clarified that. That goes back to the salad without the dressing.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. That's true. Jumping jacks. Though I feel like jumping jacks, I guess it would be a jumping jack. Yeah. All right. You know what? I'm not going to win this one.
56. Let me know, while Mitch does his 56 jumping jacks, who the best quarterback out of this list is, and then we'll get into our Madden Sim. Is it Gardner Minshew, Aiden O'Connell, or one Bryce Young? Let me know down in the comments section.
12. If I got to do a beer bong after this, I'm in trouble. I'm already telling you. My legs are fried.
Let's see. I see GM, AOC, Gardner Minshew. No Bryce Young yet. A lot of people sleep on Bryce Young, which rookie season was not good. I'm really interested to see how he plays this year now that he has some new weapons, which we'll see in the Madden stream today. We have Xavier Legette. We have, what's his face from the Steelers? Deontay Johnson. We have guys who are new to this Carolina Panthers squad. So let's see if the Raiders can beat this newly revamped Panthers team in Week 3 of the Madden Sim.
Yep.
You're almost there.
I think I am there. 56. Oh, that's brutal. I'm not going to lie. That's just, my legs are just fried. Like, I've just been moving boxes. They're hurting. They are hurting. Best quarterback, Minshew or AOC?
Or Bryce Young. Would you take Bryce Young over either of these guys?
Yes. I mean, I would. I know you guys would, but I'm telling you right now, if I were to ask 32 GMs, who are you taking this season? Minshew, Aiden, or Bryce Young? All 32. And I mean all 32 are taking Bryce Young. Ah, shit. Patrick! Bang! This is a disaster. You know what, though? Venthrak, I'm going to take this as a challenge, and I'm ready. I'm ready.
There we go.
I don't know who cleaned this last bong. They did not do a good job.
Why?
This looks like Teja's coffee cup. Not good. Not good.
Yoda said, can we do inverse jumping jacks this next time?
You know what, Yoda? I'll make it, Yoda, specifically for you. If Yoda bangs on this show, every time I do a beer bong, I will do 10 inverse jumping jacks. You know what's crazy? And, like, that just proves that Yoda's a real one.
And
Yoda, if you don't want to, believe me, I'm not going to. But, like, I watched that stream the other day where we did all those jumping jacks. Because, again, when I leave, I just put the Raiders Report on. It plays for Chuck in the background. I come home and randomly, sometimes it's funny because you're just like, holy shit, we did that. The inverse jumping jacks were something else, man. They were something else. Patrick B. Bang! But wait! Yoda Jenkins! Bang!
All right, well, I guess I got to go get my beer bong.
I mean, you want one of these? I just cracked one open.
Well, no, I'm saying like my own bonga.
Okay, yeah. I'll say, while you're out there, if you want to get a few more dads, that would be much appreciated. So also, for those of you that don't know, every time somebody sends in a hundo, I've been adding people to the Boot Hall of Fame. So how about this? I'm going to give away 3 spots right now to the Boot Hall of Fame. We're going to give one away for Venthrax. We're going to give one away for Patrick B. And we're going to give one away for Yoda Jenkins. So while Chuggs gets his beers and I catch my breath, bro, I'm not even going to lie. I'm winded. First person, here we go. Spam Venthrak. Whoever spams Venthrak the most, I'm adding you to this. And then we're going to do one for Yoda, and then we're going to do one for Patrick B. Whoever spams Venthrak the most, you getting a spot on our Boot Hall of Fame. This one, Venthrak, goes out to you. Oh, man. My calves, burning. Burning. Dude, they are. Also, today, Jeremy and I, our bosses sat down with us today. It's kind of cool. You know, we always are like, hey, we're getting ready to build a brand new studio. Because we always say, and I do, and I mean this, super chats don't go in my pocket. They don't go in Jeremy's pocket either. To go to the company, we kind of like looked at the layout of our new studio. You guys are going to love it. We have a really fun idea to decorate the studio, and I can't wait to tell you guys when it happens. It's going to be still a few months away, but we kind of got like the design project on it. It's a huge, huge project, but it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, who do you think spamming Venthrak the most? If you had to guess. Johnny Perkins is getting a spot. All right, if you want a spot on the boot, I need nothing but Patrick B's down below. Johnny Perkins, you're getting on the Boot Hall of Fame. Johnny Perkins. So now whoever spams Patrick B the most. Are we doing a race? A little showdown? I'll say this. It's, I don't know. I've kind of accepted the Happy Dads now where they're not going to be my drink of choice, like out and about. Like for what we do on these type of days, yes, there will be my drink of choice. I don't know if you're going to love that. It's not even close to Twisted Tea. You know what I mean? Yeah, Twisted Tea is a lot better. Like if you're a Twisted Tea fan, don't buy the Happy Dab. Correct, which I don't know if you guys saw it. That's ice cold. That might be the coldest empty can I've ever held up. That is, if he's not crying, he didn't drink it. Oh, dude. Dude, the back of our fridge is an igloo. All right.
The back of your fridge looks ridiculous.
It looked redunculous. Here we go. It's not good. It's not very good. It tastes like the worst tea you've ever had. It tastes like the worst tea you've ever had. Not gonna lie to y'all. All right, I see Eric M. So Eric M, you're gonna get your spot here. Eric M. And then the last one is I need y'all to spam Yoda. However, I did realize that I owe you guys 20 reverse jumping jacks. So I got to do a regular one. So that's a normal one. Uh-huh. All right. Dude, this is... Honestly, this is kind of like wiping your butt with your left hand. It just doesn't seem right.
This is compelling. Television.
Some random person's going to tune in for the very first time.
All right,
And they're going to hear some guy with a backwards jersey
the person
talking about
spamming it
wiping
the
his butt
most
with his left
is
hands doing backwards jumping jacks.
James Guevara.
Mr. Guevara! James.
Even though, funny name, Chungy.
Who?
Somebody's name is Chungy.
Chungy? Chungy B4L. Chungy B4L. If I get a first-time super chat out of you today, I'm putting you on the Boot Hall of Fame. I'm winded. I am absolutely gassed.
All right, and quick before we start this Madden Sim, which we're actually running a little late on. We got to start it now.
We're never on time.
Reminder: halftime. We're doing a Jim Auto jersey raffle. $10 Venmo to enter. Mitch, if you want to check right before we start this stream if we've got any more. I don't know if we did. But if you want a chance to win a Jim Auto jersey, every $10 Venmo is a raffle ticket for a chance to win the jersey. Good luck.
Yeah, we did get a few more. I got Anthony Marigil. Hopefully I pronounced that one right. You in. I also see Robin Charles. You're in. Noah Santana is in. And then my dad and Amy in. So as it stands right now, we got 17 people in for a chance to win a Jim Otto jersey. $10 raffle if you want to get in. If you want multiple entries, you can get multiple entries. We're going to do that at halftime of our Week 3 sim, which, I think without further ado, it's 420 somewhere, right? 420 here. Let's go. Let's get into this bad boy coming up here on the Raiders Report. Shout out to Venthrak, who right now is the MVP, and whoever the MVP of the show is, I will wear their jersey May 30th when we do our Week 4 Madden Sim live here on the Raiders Report. Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here, host of the Raiders Report. Week 3 Madden Sim coming at you. This is the home opener, baby, for the Silver and Black. Both teams standing at 1-1 on the season. Carolina Panthers on the road at Allegiant Stadium up against the Las Vegas Raiders. I need to know, what is your score prediction down below? Jeremy said this might be one of the greatest games he has ever seen. Said it might even be better than our Week 2 game overtime winner against the Baltimore Ravens. If you haven't seen that game, and if you haven't seen the Week 1 game against the Chargers, both of those links actually are available to you guys down in the comments of this video if you want to check out how those games go. If you want to be able to tune in with us for every live Raiders Report Madden Simulation game, you can see in the parentheses when we are planning to go live for those games. So please hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, and I know it's the off season, but here's the thing. I like to have a good time, I like to party it up, and I like to hang out with the nation. So hopefully you guys like to do that as well. Allegiant Stadium looking beautiful. Gardner Minshew gets the start today yet again after leading a huge overtime win against the Baltimore Ravens last week, though. You're going up against Bryce Young. There's no way Bryce Young is that tall. Bryce Young is coming up to Gardner Minshew's nipples. I mean, he's 5'10". I'm Bryce Young's height. And he's staring eye to eye with Gardner Minshew. No way. Probably has some platforms or our old sponsor. Either way. Here we go. Raiders, Panthers action. So the last two games, the Raiders actually started with the ball. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, I hope we're ready to go. I always love how short Colton Miller is. And again, starting with the ball, Dylan Laube back to receive the kick. This is the first game, by the way, for Antonio Pierce at Allegiant Stadium when he is the official head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders.
I did it way too early.
Dude,
I thought it was about to happen.
I thought you knew what happened in this game. I thought you knew. Oh, that was totally worth the wait. That was totally worth the wait. Laube from the goal line. He's going to return this one out of the end zone. And he ain't going nowhere. Down at the 16, not the start you were looking for. And here come the Las Vegas Raiders led by Gardner Minshew. Here we go, man. Minshew was horrific week one against the Chargers. A little bit better last game against the Ravens. Let's see how the Raiders do. We're going to do 8-minute quarters here, just so you guys know. Can I get some LVs down below? Ratchet Raider says, what size jersey is mine? I got a medium on. Minshew under center, ball to 16. Zamir White's the running back. It's going to be a fake handoff to Zamir. Minshew looks, middle of the field, open, caught. Adams makes a guy miss. First down, Raiders. What a start to the game. All the way up to the 49-yard line, already in Carolina territory. I mean, that's one-on-one. You got Devontae Adams one-on-one. You got to be able to take advantage of that opportunity. The Raiders do so. Move those sticks. First down and 10. What a start here for the Raiders. Shout out to Punisher, Yoda, Anthony, Johnny, Billy Davis, Taino, Ron Raspberry, all showing love in the chat. Minshew, shotgun, got a running back on his right hip. Going to throw quickly left side. Michael Mayer is going to pick up 2 yards. Second down and 8 coming up here. Would you run or would you pass? Second and 8, you're on Carolina's side. Ball at the 48-yard line here. Typically in these games, Getsy likes to air it out. You got 3 to the right, Mayer by himself to the left. Minshew, shotgun, Laube the running back. Big handoff to Laube. Minshew looks left, throws right away, missed him. Threw it too far out of bounds. Got to put it on him, man. If you're going to lead your receiver that much, if that's Devontae, maybe he can drag his feet. Asking Mayer to do that, that's a tough ask. It's third down and 8. You cannot get this far down the field, especially with that first play, and not go for it. Hell, if this is me, I might run the rock. I know it's crazy. Minshew looks, throws, Adams again. First down, Raiders. All the way down to the 27. In a real-life situation, if it's third down and 8 there at the 48, I do consider trying to run the football, trying to get it under 5 yards. Then you try to get them to jump off sides, or you end up running the play. We don't need to even worry about that. First down, Noah Santana. It's third down. Let's go, Raiders. And Adam to the boot, Hall of Fame. Noah Santana is a real one. Minshew, handoff, Zamir. He's going to lose 2 yards. I mean, it was just bad blocking, man. Bad blocking. I think if you're Minshew there, you got to be able to sniff out that you need audible out of that. Carolina showed blitz. They showed you right up in front. Show them blitz again. Power I formation. Alexander Madison in at fullback. Devontae by himself on the left side. And they're going to hand it off again here to Zamir. Kind of got stood up. Second half effort. Now you're 3rd down and 9. I don't mind the running the football, but what I don't like, and probably what drives me nuts the most in the NFL, is like, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. You've been able to pass the football successfully your entire way down this drive, and now you get to the money spot almost, and now you're stalling out. Minshew, shotgun, 3rd down and 9, looking. You got to tuck it and run, Minshew. What a bitch move. I mean, if you're going to tuck it and run. It slides down. It's 4th down and 6. Like, I would have rather him throw it to Laube there. I know he had a blocker. I'm saying if that was the idea, throw it to Laube. Like, if you're just going to slide down, you're going to bring out Daniel Carlson now for the field goal. You're looking at a solid 40-yarder here from Carlson, maybe 39. Kicks up, kicks good, 3-0. Raiders up. That was big. Big. I mean, you have to make that one. Got to make that one. Early lead. Didn't get a touchdown. Still able to put some points up on the board, though. Let's get some LVs flowing. I got Raider Nation 80. Jacob Serb. What up, Ed Robbins? Here in the chat. Yoda always rocking with me here on the Raiders Report. Remember, $10 Venmo for a chance to win a Jim Otto jersey. I just got a few more people that decided to get in. I'll give you guys shout-outs here in just a moment. Kick is away. It's going to be caught here at the goal line. It's going to be taken out of the end zone. What a play. Special teams, man. Amari Burney in on the action, as well as number 36, who I can't think of who that is right now. Who the hell's 36 on our team? Drawing a blank. I'm looking it up. My bad. Rashad Williams. UDFA Rashad Williams. I'm like, to be honest, I don't know what 36 is. It's also kind of fun for me where I get to learn some of the new players as well. Xavier Legette. I hope he talks in this game. You got 2 to the left. You got 2 to the right. Shotgun. Bryce Young looks, throws, dropped by Xavier Legette. Ja'Cory Bennett gets up going like this. It might be one of my biggest pet peeves for a corner who did nothing. If anything, got beat, and you're up there just doing a bunch of that. I don't like it. 2nd down and 10. 4 minutes and 58 seconds to go. Both teams have 3 timeouts. Bryce Young going to drop back. Raiders are going to bring 4. Young throws quick. Nobody's open. Throws it to Chuba Hubbard. He's going to get 4, and it's
a 3rd down.
Come on, nation. I need you to get loud. Finesse Lounge. You, my friend, are in. Jordan McCain is in. 3rd down at 6. Receiver to the left, receiver to the right. Running back on his left hip. Bryce Young looking. Throws. I think Crosby was getting held. Incomplete. And that is an early 3 and out for this Raiders defense. Max Crosby is fired up, and quite frankly, I don't blame him. That's a hell of a start here. Hell of a start here by this Raiders defense. Josh you are in. They're getting ready to punt this one away. I also see Marique, Eddie in, and it's going to be returned here by Laube.
Laube's go!
I think I missed to the 50, to the 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown! Raiders! Laube! 65 yards, I think, to the house. What an unbelievable return. He scoops it up off the grass and takes it to the house. The rookie, Dylan Laube. Unbelievable. Mark Eddy in, and then Glenn Card in. I'm telling you right now, never seen a special teams touchdown in this game. extra point is up, and it is good. 10-0 is the score. I'm telling you right now, I have never seen anything happen in special teams on Madden. And the fact that that just happened, unbelievable. Absolutely, positively unbelievable.
With a lead like this, there's no way the Raiders really let this game up.
That scares me. I don't trust what you just said there. I don't know if I trust them. Somebody said something to me today, and I don't know if it was a spoiler on this game. I don't know. I'm nervous now. 10-0 is the score. Raiders got a really commanding lead. You know what, Carolina, they're going to take this one out of the end zone. It was a bad decision, but I'll tell you what, Rashad Williams here might be the greatest special teams player of all time. And he made the 53-man roster. Good for him. UDFA. Awesome stuff there. Josh I, Evil Chuggs here in the studio. I don't know who this Chuggs is. This is already turning out to be an interesting football game. 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Bryce Young is under center. Tyree Wilson in at defensive tackle. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. It's a big running lane there for Chuba. He's going to pick up 13 yards and a Panthers first down. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Juan Hernandez. I don't trust Chuggs at all. You and me both. Not for this type of stuff. I know, Vedrak, Rashad Williams, the GOAT. First down and 10. 3:34 to go. Young shotgun. Looking. Got all day to throw. They're going to double team Max Crosby. It's going to be throw underneath. I want to say that was to Adam Thielen. Caught. It's going to be a gain of 6. Second down and 4. Thielen's first catch of the game. Marcus Epps' first tackle of the game. The 19 on his jersey. Second down and 4. 3 timeouts for both squads. Power I formation. Receiver to the left, receiver to the right. It's going to be a handoff middle. Hubbard spins. Breaks a tackle from Divine Diablo, and now he's loose. All the way down to the 35-yard line. I mean, Diablo there tried to lay a big hit. Missed him. I mean, I don't even know how that's how does that happen? I mean, what is that, Diablo? Tries to hit stick him. Chuba just spins right out of it. I'll tell you this, the Raiders are playing a lot of backups. You got Chris Smith in the game, 92. I mean, Ellerson Smith, even worse. First down at 10. Handoff, Chuba. The Raiders finally get a stop, and his name is Max Crosby. I want to see some 98s down below. Let me see some 98s down below. Venthrak, I'm with you, man. You got a bunch of no-name guys in on defense right now for the Raiders. 10-0 is the score. Ball here at the 34-yard line. Bryce Young under center. They're going to send a receiver in motion, and it's going to be another handoff and nowhere. He's going nowhere. Christian Wilkins, Tyree Wilson in on the stop, and it's 3rd down and 9. We need a freaking stop this time, for the love of God. Come on. Come on. I got Punisher, Yoda, Ratchet, Raider. What up, Cloud? Josh I. All spamming those threes. Adam Thielen, the lone receiver to the right. Raiders bring a blitz here. Crosby gets through. Crosby in pursuit. Young. Wide open. Oh, Xavier Legette. I mean, if you're going to put Robert Spillane, who had a hell of a season last season, on a receiver, I get he's a rookie. I mean, yeah, you're going soft zone here. I don't know what Merrick's doing in the back end, or that was Epps. That's not how Patrick Graham drew it up. I can tell you that right now. 10-0 is the score. About a minute left here in the first quarter of action. Ball at the 11. Empty backfield set for Bryce Young. You got 2 receivers to the right, 3 to the left. Looks like the Raiders are going zone again. Young pressured, scrambles. But oh my God, pick it off! I mean, it was a great hit, but Diablo, the ball's just... I don't know how you don't catch that ball. Put your hands out. I mean, how do you not catch that football? It's dancing on your chest. Ball at the 11, under center again. One to the left, one to the right. Young, handoff, Hubbard. Divine Diablo wraps him up. Needs some extra help there as well from Tyree Wilson. 3rd down and 10. Can we get off the field on 3rd down, for the love of God?
It's 3rd down.
30 seconds left here in the first quarter. 3rd down and 10. Watch out for Thielen in the slot. Nobody's on him. Somebody cover Adam Thielen. Crosby pressures Bryce Young, and he's got to throw it away. Mad Max is him. Mad Max is him, man. That was huge. I mean, I also don't understand how nobody is on Adam Thielen in the slot. Just nobody decided to cover him. Luckily, Crosby lines up at defensive tackle and gets some pressure. Field goal unit comes out here for Carolina. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 10-3 is the score. And if you miss spamming F car, just get a good F car in there right now. I don't know about y'all. Just give me a good F car down below. Freaking Panthers, man. We got to go to 2-1. What up, Punisher? What up, Uncle Juice, Yoda, Josh I see y'all rocking with us here on today's show. Reminder, we are going to be doing a Jim Auto jersey raffle at halftime of today's show. If you want a chance to get in, I'm going to need a $10 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365. Cameron Abbott, what up, Cameron? LCA, you are in. Laube says, you know what? F it. I'm going to take this one out of the end zone. Maybe not a good choice. Down at the 18-yard line. LCA, you are in. And then I also got my man Josh Robertson is in. So $10 Venmo for a chance to win a Jim Auto jersey. 14 seconds. Do you run the football? You go into the second quarter here? If I'm the Raiders, I keep chucking the rock because Carolina doesn't have an answer for it. As soon as I say that you want to talk about a jinx. That was a bad jinx. Derek Brown, who just got paid, sacks Gardner Minshew. Now it's going to be 2nd and 20. And that's going to do it for the end of the first quarter. I mean, the big play in that first quarter for the Raiders was the kick return for a touchdown by Laube. 2nd down and 20. Who the hell's in it back? Is that Zamir? Zamir White at running back. Minshew's going to drop back quickly, throws, and it's completed again. I want to say that was to Devontae or Jacoby. Jacoby's first catch of the game is for 14. 3rd down and 6 coming up here. If I'm the Raiders, I'm trying to get the ball into Brock Bowers' hand. Michael Gallup looks like he's in the game. Shotgun Laube in at running back. Jacoby by himself on the right. Does look like Bowers is lined up there in the slot. Minshew drops back. Got a clean pocket all day to throw. Throws it short. He got it. Oh, my Lord. Michael Mayer, just too much of a man. Just too much man to stop him short of the sticks. I thought he was going to be 1 yard short. That's just trusting your guy to be able to just be bigger than the other dude. Plows forward, gets that 1st down. 1st down and 10 for the Raiders. Ball here at the 29. Power I. Jacoby in at receiver next to Michael Mayer. Handoff, no. Fake handoff to Zamir. Minshew looks, missed him. Yeah, Devontae's got to make a better effort there. But Minshew also's got to put that on him. He's got to put that on him. Not the best. Come on, y'all. We got 400 people here in the building. Chuggs, I will need another wheel spin. So how about at the end of this drive, we're going to get a wheel spin. Every 100 likes, we spin that wheel. What the was that? Quick throw under the middle to Jacoby. Jacoby's got to dive for it. What a shit throw that was by Minshew. 3rd down and 10. You're at your own 29. I can't wait to see what Getsy cooks up here. Looks like Bowers and Mayer both are on the right side. Lined up as receivers. Minshew drops back, pressured. And Derek Barnett might have just ended Gardner's life. What did I say? Oh, Derek Barnett. Derek Brown, excuse me. I mean, look at that hit. That's a hell of a hit there. If that's another 15 that wears a red jersey, there's a flag coming out. Every day. 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first half of action. Raiders got the ball to start this game, so just keep that in mind. Punt is away. It looked like AJ didn't even try that one. Fair caught. down at about the 32-yard line. Raiders got to get an answer for Chuba. He's got 5 for 40. He's averaging 8 yards a clip. Question, who's got the better offensive line, Raiders or the Panthers? I will say the Raiders. However, Carolina did spend a lot on that offensive line this offseason. Who are the two guys they added? Robert Hunt. I don't remember the tackle. Or not. Another guard, yeah. Up the middle, Chuba Hubbard. My goodness. Gets a 5-yard pickup, and then he's slowed down. Yikes. Josh I. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing some people call for Aiden O'Connell. If the Raiders lose this game, do you go to Aiden? It puts you at 1-2 on the season. Bryce Young, shotgun, 3 to the right, shotgun, high snap, corrals it. Raiders, I mean, just what are we doing? Nobody, and I mean nobody. Oh, Damian Lewis. Yeah, that was the player that, remember, worked with the Raiders offensive line coach James Craig at their time at LSU. Somebody that I really wanted. I thought it was a bigger name, but Damian Lewis was a pretty big name here on this show. Ball to 40, Bryce Young under center. Again, they're now in Raiders territory. Throws to the right side of the tight end, and he's going to get 8 yards. I mean, right now, Bryce Young's in his bag. 5-9 for 61 yards. Carolina continues to move the football. I mean, we got to get momentum on our side. Uncle Jose, I'm with you. I'm with you. You know what? What's a good way to get some momentum on your side? Let's get a deal going. Every 50 that we get for the remainder of this half, I'm doing a beer bong for. Throw right side, incomplete, 3rd down and 2. If I'm Carolina, I go with Chuba. He's been your best offensive asset, and you could probably run the rock with him 2 times. You're going to pick up a 1st down. Got to get a stop here, though. Got to get your offense onto the field. What you don't want is Carolina to tie this one up, and then they do get ball to start the second half. Young, under center. Raiders got 5 players on this defensive line right now. One of them is Ellerson Smith. Tyree Wilson! That might have pushed them out of field goal range. Tyree lined up at defensive tackle, beats his man, gets after Bryce Young and brings him to the ground. So they were at the 32-yard line in field goal range. Now they're at the 37. I mean, you're looking at a 55-yard field goal here. 54-yard field goal. They're going to go for it. Kick. Does it have the distance? I don't know if it's good or not. Is it good? I have no idea. Did he make it? Nobody knows. Everybody over here saying no good. They missed it? Shanked it. To the left. No good. 10-3. Raiders still up. Holy shit. Bryce Young has huge eyes from Ben Thrack. It is a video game. Ball to 44. Devontae to the left. Handoff, Zamir White. Zamir White's going to break a tackle. Breaks another tackle to the 40, to the 30. And plows forward all the way down to the 21-yard line. Get those 3s in the chat. What a run there by Zeus. And Gardner Minshew just comes jogging along. 10-3 is the score. 3 minutes and 48 seconds to go here. Power I. Madison in at fullback. I'd almost rather just not even have a fullback. Gardner throws quick. Alexander Madison catch. He's going to gain about 6 yards. 2nd down and 4. If you're the Raiders, Carolina's got 3 timeouts. Raiders have 3 timeouts. You start trying to, kill some of this clock here, taking it under the 2-minute warning because you don't want to give Carolina too much time to go down the field and score. Ball to 16. You're in the red zone now. Minshew under center. One to the left, one to the right. Handoff. Zeus makes a guy miss and then gets taken down. 3rd down and 1. Do you run or do you pass here? Do you run or do you decide to pass here? Type R for run, type P for pass. I'm running the rock. I'm running the rock. I haven't seen Trey Tucker in the game. Maybe get a little pre-snap motion. Minshew, fake handoff to Zeus. Throws wide open. Touchdown, Jacoby! I think Jacoby might lead this team in touchdowns. A little alley-oop action as well to Devontae Adams. Love it. Man, that's a clean pocket. Really good job there by Colton. Really good job there by Thayer to be able to set that edge. Clean pocket, steps up into the throw. Jacoby one-on-one. No match for the defender. Big win. Big win. Raiders up now 16-3. You're giving Carolina a lot of time, though, man. You're giving them a lot of time. They got 3 timeouts. I'm not mad that they scored, obviously, but you are at 3 timeouts. Jeremy, we did it, 200 likes. Let's spin that wheel. Once we get to 300 likes, we're going to spin the wheel again. Oh, thank God. That would have been devastating. Chuggs, $10 shot clock. Only for this next drive. Jeremy is low-key hoping for a 3-and-out right now. Me too. I think all y'all are. 17-3. Every 10 that we get is going to be a shot for Chuggs on this next drive. Let's go. Let's go drive. Here we go. Here we go. Ball. I was going to say, now they're taking the time. They know it's shot clock time. They're like, all right, we're going to try to F over this Chuggs guy. Kick is away. Going to be taken out of the end zone literally at like the 1. Making a few guys miss. I'll tell you what, it's one of the better returns I've seen. Down at the 28-yard line, and here comes the Panthers offense. Man, we got to get this. We got to get a stop here. Need a 3-and-out. You especially. Need a 3-and-out. Every 10 on this drive, shot clock, Chuggs owes a shot. All right, here we go. Ball to 29. 17-3 is the score. Bryce Young, shotgun. Bunches to the left. Young's going to drop back. He's going to look, throw, middle of the field. Picked! Picked off Marcus Epps! Unbelievable. Chuggs got away with one. Ventrac, y'all are haunted by the ghost of the tequila shot clock. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, Young threw it right to him. Picked off by Epps. That was huge. You got lucky. You got lucky there. Jacoby today, 2 catches, 27 yards, and a touchdown. Noah Santana said, did I hear shots?
Since it was only 1 play, I'll do it for this drive as well, the Raiders' offensive drive.
Well, there's one from Noah Santana. Noah Santana said, did I hear shots? The answer to that is yes. Noah also gets put on our Boot Hall of Fame. First down and 10 here. Under center, handoff, middle, Zamir. Zamir's going to break one, bounces off another. He's going to get 4 yards. Hard fought 4. He's hurt, though. Is he hurt? I think he's hurt. He's holding his gut. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning here. Ventrac says 2 more. 3 shots of fireball on the wall. Shout out to Ventrac, today's MVP. Minshew looking, 2nd down and 6. Throws. He threw it to 2 people. Nobody caught it. He threw it in between 2 guys. 3rd down and 6. How does that happen? How does that happen? Minute 57 to go. 17-3 is the score. Oh, man. 3rd down and 6. Minshew, shotgun. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Minshew can't take a sack, and he takes a sack. You take yourself out of field goal range. Now, Carolina has all 3 of their timeouts. Maybe they're just not going to use any. I don't know. Ultra VAB, what's up, brother? Says, add another one. Josh I says, another one. 5 shots of fireball on the wall for Senior Chuggs. The punt is away. I mean, you had a great... He hit the pylon. First down and 10 at the 20. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. All right, Chuggs, you owe me 5. You owe me 5. I mean, you had a great opportunity to put extra points on the board, and I mean, 3-possession ball game is a big deal. Big deal. You have one of the best kickers in the NFL. 20-3 is a lot different than 17-3, especially when the team has all 3 timeouts, especially when they get ball at half. Bryce Young got all day to throw. Christ.
AOC wouldn't have taken that sack.
And he's got to throw it out of bounds. I actually can't even believe that happened. Throws it out of bounds. 2nd down and 10 coming up here. I'm also going to have to pee here soon. I know. It's just absolutely devastating. Devastating news. I've been holding it as long as I can. It's starting to hurt. 2nd down and 10. Bryce Young looking. Still looking. Throws. Who the hell's covering him? And I mean, nobody is on him. Freaking Tremble. Imagine your last name is Tommy Tremble.
Sounds like one of Rolly's cousins.
Probably. Also loves, from what I hear, chicken French.
Hey, it's Tommy Tremble.
Hey, Tommy Dribble here. All right, I got to add Venthrak, and then VAB, Josh I. All getting on. 1st down and 10. Throw left side by Leggett. He's going to pick up 5 yards, 51 seconds to go. Carolina did use a timeout. Who was that, Thomas? That's on me. Caught by Thomas, gain of 5. Come on, Raiders. Can I get some D's in the chat for the love of God? 2 to the right, 1 to the left. You got a running back on your left hip for Bryce Young. He's just got a clean pocket every time he steps back there. Robert Spillane missed tackle. Jack Jones missed tackle. 1st down, Carolina. And they just continue to move the sticks. Deonta Johnson. I actually forgot he was even a member of the Carolina Panthers. I did. Ball at the 30. No huddle offense here for Carolina. Ball at the 46. And now they're going to use a timeout. Horrific time management there by Canales.
First-year head coach, there's a lot of, kinks that you got to work out with your first year being the main guy in charge.
Come on, Dave. It's a rough start there by Dave. Ball to 26. That's a lie. Ball at the 46, 26 seconds left. Bryce Young, shotgun, 2 to the right. You got 1 guy to the left here. Raiders are going to bring 4. Can't get pressure. Bryce Young, throw. How is that throw even possible? Finally get pressure, scrambles. Imagine throwing a football like this, 20 yards down the field. How does that even make sense? They're going to just, that horrible clock management. They're going to take a timeout with 4 seconds left to make this a 17-6 game. I don't even understand how that makes sense. Though it looks like the offense might still be on the field, though this is a Madden trick usually. Then they bring out the kicking unit. I've been in enough Madden sims where it looks like the offense is out there, and then there's the kicking unit. I don't get it either. 35, no, that's a 41-yard field goal attempt here. Kicks up, kicks good. 17-6 is the score in this ball game as we go into halftime, which means it's going to be your final opportunity to get in. 1 second left. That's plenty of time for Dylan Laube to take one to the house. Plenty of time for Laube to take one to the house. Final call to get in our Jim Otto jersey raffle. Going to be at halftime here. $10 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365 for your shot to get it. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Dude, if he returns this, though, if this is, you just take a knee, right? You don't actually return this football. You're up 11 points. Nice. All right, caught here at the 6-yard line. And it just gets demolished. Christ. All right, Chuggs, let me go take a quick leak. We're going to leak these up on screen for their final chance to get in. I got to go, though. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I got to take a pee. Also, rules are rules. So if you send in a $10 super chat, you guys already know. You know the deal.
Rules are rules, but I'm gonna do a little variation of the rule. Every 10 that we get on Venmo as well is gonna be a shot for Mitchell Renz. So you can double up. You can get the Jim Auto jersey raffle ticket and a shot for Mitch every 10 that you send in on Venmo or via Super Chat while Mitch is gone in the restroom. That is going to be another shot for one Mitchell Renz. Robert Jansen Chuggs put in fumble TD. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means. Kick returns in this game are set. Well, the Raiders scored on a Dylan Laube punt return. That was one of their touchdowns on the half, as the MVP of the show so far, Vinthrak, said Mitch looks a little thirsty. That's at least one shot that we know of. That's one shot that we know of. Once again, either you can Super Chat 10 or you want to send a Venmo in and get a Jim Auto raffle ticket. That'll be a shot for one Mitchell Renz. Get in if you want a chance to win. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. A great man once said that. Michael Scott. Woo! Let me know what's your score prediction for this game. It's set 17-6 right now. What do we think the final score of this game is going to be? Let me know down in the comments section. It's 17-6 right now. Are we thinking Raiders, pull this one out? Maybe a comeback for the Panthers? What are we thinking? As Ira Jackson with the Super Chat saying Mitch looks a little thirsty. Mitch just looks a little thirsty. That's two. That's two that we know of. Ed Robbins with the Super Chat. He said 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. Mitch is on the floor. Hey, that's 4 shots right now. And then Josh I saying, let's go Raiders, need AOC in the game now. Well, Mitch always said, if the Raiders lose or if Gardner has a really bad game, then he's going to pull the reins over to AOC. As Ira Jackson with the shot. That's 6 shots. How many more can we get before Mitch gets back? Looks like he's almost down the hallway, ready to get back. What are we thinking? 6 shots enough? 6 shots? All right. Here we go.
All right, I'm back. I also see Tuna decided to get in, so I guess that's another one.
That's 7.
And then Ira Jackson again.
Oh, and Yoda just sent one in, so that one counts as well.
Right,
so that's
we'll count
7,
it.
8, 9. And then Ira Jackson again, so that would be 10.
And then OC.
That's 11. Oh, he said 2 on Venmo.
And then another OC. Yeah, so OC had 2, Finesse had 2.
That's 12.
Ira, Brandon, yeah, I think I'm all caught up. 12?
Up 13, Noah Santana. Last one.
Shots on a Tuesday is wild, but you know what? It's my last live show for the week. You got that? Yeah, I'm going to eat that. All right. Chuggs, let's get this second half going. I'm going to let you handle the mic.
Well, I was going to say, we got to do the auto raffle, right?
Yep. Shit, I'm not going to lie. Kind of forgot about it. Here we go. All right, let me send this to you.
Last chance to get in.
Fireball's already hit, and this is not going to be good. The first one hit. I got 30 names as it stands right now, and anybody calling out my baby shots, you know what? You're damn right. They're baby shots. As long as it hits your lips, then that's pretty good. Oh, man.
All right,
You
here we
want
go.
one? Reed said sure. Though Reed's got a hell of an outfit on right now. He's got an Eagles hat. He might have gone to FSU. I don't know. If he didn't, it's kind of weird. Here, grab that little guy right there. Or you want me to?
You can. Yeah.
At this point, we're all in this together. I'd offer one to you if you want one. Up to you. For the nation. Oh, wait. Now we got to do it. Oh, you didn't cheers me. What are you, an animal? I'm just going to take this one to the face. Here, that one, you can keep that one. You can have that one. Cheers to the nation. Appreciate you guys. Oh, God. I think we're all caught up. Where's Jansen? Are we good, Jansen? If Jansen says yes, I think we're good. My math, my shots math is a lot like my jumping jacks math.
No, nobody else got in though?
It's just got to be close. Let me look. Yeah, we're good. I'm not gonna lie. You ever have like a big red gum?
Mm-hmm.
You get that, and then you get a little bit of toothpaste mixed in. That fireball is something else. Here we go. Winner of this race, you're gonna get yourself a Jim Otto jersey. R.I.P. to one of the greatest Raiders of all time. R.I.P. to, I bet if you asked a lot of old school Raider fan, which Raiders player made you a Raider fan? I bet you one of the top answers on the board is Jim Otto. We got a Jim Otto jersey courtesy of Raider Ron. Raider Ron's, when I think of Mount Raider more, he's the first guy we ever got on this show. Hell, again, I got RR tattooed on my leg for a reason. Shout out to a bunch of the real ones that watch the show. But players like Jim Otto, great human being on and off the football field. Excited to be able to do a jersey giveaway for him. The winner of this race will get a Jim Otto jersey. Whoever comes in last place, no shenanigans. This one's for Jim, and I don't want to tarnish that in any way. So first place, if you're not first, you're last. Congratulations to the winner. Good luck to all of y'all. Let's get this one going right now. 3, 2, 1. Already started. Here we go. Patrick B. with the lead. That's Chuggs' way of going. All right, man, let's pick it up here a little bit. Tuna. You got Brett Stoll here, an interesting spot. Ultra VAB. Get the double zeros down below for the great Jim Otto. I had somebody tell me one time, and it'll stick with me for the rest of my life, you die 2 times. In real life, and then the last time your name is said. Let's make sure Jim Otto never dies that second time. Let's keep that memory going. Shout out to the great Jim Otto. Ultra VAB, watch him in the back. VAB in the back, pull it up here. Luis A. Yeah, I'll tell you what, this one is, dude, what happened? Both of Ultra VABs just hit a flat tire. Luis A. is just riding dirty right now. He doesn't have a worry in the world. He's cruising. Kind of looks like Prince. Noah Santana. Wait, VAB! No, it's going to be Noah! Santana, big win. Noah, all I'm going to need you to do is on our thread here on Venmo, if you could please just send me, your first and last name. I'm going to guess it's Noah Santana unless it's, a pen name. And then I just need your shipping address. So whatever you would send, that way I can send you what you need. I also need your size. That would be important too. What's up? And then we're going to do another 50-50 raffle at the end of the show. This one's going to be a $20 Venmo to get in for a chance to win. But Noah, send me your jersey size and your shipping address, and I'll try to get that order for you tomorrow and get it out to you in the next, week, 2, maybe 3 weeks. Depends how long it takes. I don't work at UPS. 17-6. Let's get into the second half here of the Raiders report. And again, if anybody wants a chance to win a little bit of money, it's going to be a $20 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365 to get in. We're going to do that one at the very end. And I know some of y'all were upset we didn't show last place. Don't worry. Whoever comes in last place this next race, you get the butthole pick. 17-6 is the score again. Raiders got the ball to start the game, which means that the Carolina Panthers get the ball to start the second half, though. Madden, I don't know what they're doing right now. Gardner Minshew out on the field with Devontae. Warm-up speech before, okay. Hyping them up. Here we go. Come on, defense. I'm still waiting for this crazy game. I'm nervous about it. Are you shitting me, man? Touchdown, Carolina. Amir Smith-Marset, the former Viking, just takes it to the house. There has never been a special teams touchdown in the history of these Madden simulations that we've done. And you're telling me we got 2 today. Chuggs obviously went with the more on Prize Picks. Clearly. He bet his life savings on it. Dude, they don't even get out to the 25, 90% of the time. You're telling me he went untouched. You go for 2 here. Raiders up 17-12. And they are going to go for 2. I'm telling y'all right now, Chuggs set us up. This is fishy. Bryce Young, handoff. And he got it. We're going to go to another freaking overtime game, aren't we? You got that crazy look in your eyes like you've never seen the Little Giants and you know the ending to this. I don't like it. 17-14. Raiders up now after Carolina took it to the house. Apparently, whatever the hell that pep speech was by Gardner Minshew, it didn't mean anything. He didn't say it to the special teams guys. They were just teams there on that play. I mean, that was horrifically bad timing. Jeremy goes, it's the greatest Madden sim of all time. 17-6. That was a jinx. That was a broadcaster jinx if I've ever heard one. Yeah, you got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Unless, when's this crazy game going to happen? I don't know. Haven't seen anything happen. It didn't work. Laubey's like, do you want me to get to my jersey number? Because I can do that. Ball to 23. And here comes Minshew. I hope his pep talk works a little bit better this time. I hope it works a little bit better. Reminder, we are 40 likes away from 300 likes. Once we get there, we got to spin that wheel yet again. As long as it's not jumping jacks, I will be okay. I know y'all are concerned. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Minshew, shotgun. Brock Bowers is going to go in motion. Minshew, handoff. Laubey, going to make a... Nope, I thought he was going to make somebody miss. I mean, face mask, horse collar. It's got to be something. That looks like a dirty tackle. You're not going to be able to hand tackle anybody in the NFL. Let's just say that. 2nd down and 11 coming up here. 2nd and 11. Looks like the Raiders don't even know what play it is. Handoff, Zamir White out of shotgun, and he's going to get about 2 yards, 3rd down and 9. If you're telling me the start of this second half is a kick return touchdown and a 3 and out, what in the Josh McDaniels is going on? And I'm looking at you. You're just an evil scientist. I'm telling you what, if anybody has a God complex, you get to be God when you do these Madden games. Minshew scrambles, looks, throws. Never a doubt in my mind, Chuggs. With the catch, 1st down, Jacoby Myers gets out to the 43-yard line. You needed that. I mean, I'm telling you what, if that's... Oh, did he get his feet in? I don't know. It's close. I think he did. I think he drug it in. It's in. 17-14. Let's get those ones going. Devontae's got one-on-one. Yeah, not quite. There's a linebacker right there. Zeus is... Oh, my Lord. They throw it to him. I'll tell you what. That was Jacoby on the right side. Very, very risky. Ron, I'm with you, man. Robert, are the penalties turned off? Yes. Kind of. Well, we turned them down because we did one game last year where there was, 10 roughing the passer calls in one game? We're like, yeah, we got to turn this off. Minshew throws short, and it's 3rd down and 1. Do you run or do you pass? Type R for run, P for pass. And this type of game, the Raiders have been able to pass the ball effectively, but don't you want to be able to rely on your offensive line? Don't you want to be able to rely on Zamir White, 3rd down and 1, ball at the 48? If you don't get it, do you go for it? Ah, man, you're going out of shotgun. This is fullback dive is where you should have went. Throw. I'll tell you what, that's the greatest throw I've ever seen Gardner Minshew make. He threw that in the perfect spot, the only place you could have put it. I don't know how it didn't hit Brock Bowers. Maybe that was Michael Mayer. You were able to find your open receiver, and that window was, you can't even see me. All right, this big. Very small. 1st down and 10. Well, I'm sitting here going, that window's this big, and nobody can see it. Gardner throws. I mean, why, if you're going to throw it out of bounds, why throw it all the way across the field? I mean, he did. He rolled to his left, threw it out of bounds on the right side of the field. Think about that. Think about that. Minshew shotgun, kind of like pistol, got Madison on his right hip. Zamir White, the running back. Minshew drops back. Panthers bring a blitz. Nobody's got an answer for Devontae, and I'm totally okay with it. Minshew today, 12 of 17, 156 and a touchdown. Raiders got 163 yards of total offense. Tay, 4 for 76. Will Devontae Adams get to 100 yards receiving in this game? Let me know down below. And at the end of the third quarter, I'm going to tell y'all who's in for this duck race because it's a spicy one. $20 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365 to get in. Yep, somebody's going to win a good amount of money. First down and 10. Minshew drops back, looks, throws, and again he hits his man, Michael Mayer. I always want to say Foster Moreau, I'm not going to lie. Every time I see 87 in white, once a Raider, always a Raider. Foster was definitely one of my favorite Raiders. He was the first player I ever got right in my Raiders mock draft. Shout out to Foster. Minshew under center, one to the right, one to the left. Minshew's going to drop back. Throws again, middle. I just don't understand how does that happen? Is that on? I think Tay dropped it. I think it went right through his hands. Second down and 10. What the hell? 3 minutes, 56 seconds to go. Ball at the 10-yard line. You got Devontae on the right. He's got one-on-one if you want it. They're going to run to the left. Zamir makes a guy miss and then just gets boggled down. Really good job there by Carolina. I did too. He couldn't find any space. Third down and 13. You just can't have a turnover here. You can't turn over the football. Devontae is going to have two people on him. I like the matchup for Bowers there in the slot. You got Bowers. They're going to set up a screen to Laube. And he just kept it on the outside. I don't know if you guys could hear Chuggs said he should have kicked it in. And I agree. Fourth down and 7. Minshew still on the field. No way. And now they're going to bring out Carlson. Smart job there by Dollar General AP. Carlson, 25-yard field goal attempt here. Kicks up, kicks good. 20-14, but I don't like that score at all. The momentum, if you're Carolina, you got to feel like the momentum's on your side. This was a 17-6 game, and it's 20-14. And now you have the opportunity to take the lead. Here we go. Super chat from the Untouchable Raider. Who's better, Hufanga, Merrick, or Holland? Rank them? Oh, boy. I'd probably go, you think? He was all-pro, which I was surprised by, though. Is that on the defense that he's on? Maybe. Hufanga had a hell of a season. Broken tackle. I'll say this. The way that I would honestly do this question, because with all three players being very young of who I would want to build around, I'd probably go Hufanga would be number 1 right now if I'm going to go with like a more run-heavy, like tough defense like the Niners or like the Raiders. If I want to go with more of a defense like the Dolphins have, I love me some Javon Holland. Unfortunately, Merrick probably would be the last name that I would rank on that list. Good question, though. A lot of good safeties. Though, if I'm going to bet on a safety, I like coverage. That's why I'd probably go with Holland. Run on the left side behind their left guard, and Malcolm Kuntz, I think, just tried to teabag somebody. Gain of about 2, second down and 8. The Raiders really, really got to get a stop here. Do you really want to go back-to-back games? Back-to-back games in overtime? That would be tough. Divine Diablo, who's on Deonta Johnson? Is it Divine? Because right now it's nobody. Throws wide open. Why are we continuously going with zone? I mean, what are we doing? Crosby was in coverage there, really? That's a fireable offense. That's a fireable offense to have Max Crosby in coverage. That's you just trying to do too much. That's you being a right-handed hitter hitting 400 and deciding, you know what, I'm so good at it right-handed, I'm going to try lefty. Makes no sense. Run, gain of 4, second down and 6 coming up here. Ball at the 47. What's really, really big play, if you guys remember earlier in that first half, Carolina was in field goal range, and then a sack took them out of field goal range. Now looking at that, that's monumental. Bryce Young, shotgun, going to drop back here. Raiders continue to bring 4 and play zone. Shoestring tackle from the 80-year-old Adam Thielen, and he's going to pick up a huge first down for Carolina. I mean, my goodness. Devontae's pissed, and I don't blame him. Though, somebody gave him a haircut. 1st and 10 here for Carolina. Ball to 35. Max, if you drop back into coverage again, I'm going to scream. Oh, man. Wide open running lane. What a hit there by Merrick. But it's still a first down, and Chuba Hubbard has been killing the Raiders. The offensive line battle has been won by Carolina, though every single game this Madden season, the offensive line has dominated both sides of the football. Still upset. Ball to 21. Bryce Young under center. They're going to go back to Chuba on the left side. I don't blame them. They sure. Oh, my Lord. Shaq Jones, your jock strap is on the, I'm going to say, 19-yard line. I mean, my goodness. Chuba Hubbard, I don't even know if it was that good of a juke move. Juked him right out of his shoes. 2nd down and 1. Is this going to be the final play of the third quarter? Is Carolina going to be able to get it off in time? They do. Throw, missed him. Had Chuba, missed him. Robert Splain's going to celebrate. I don't blame him. 1 second left, though. That I feel like is going to come back to haunt us, that 1 second. I mean, knowing you in this game today, yes. That 1 second's going to haunt us. 3rd down and 1. Bryce Young, handoff. And another juke and another first down. Chuba Hubbard picks up the first down. It's 1st down and goal, and that means it's the fourth quarter, y'all. Get those 4s going in the chat. I also want to give some shout-outs here to the people that are in our duck race. So, Chuggs, just give me 1 second here if you could. I got Ira Jackson, you are in. I got Ultra VAB is in. Shout out to 93 Navman. Charles G is in. And then Noah Santana said, you know what, I'm going to keep risking the biscuit. Can't Walk is going to be in. So right now as it stands, $20 Venmo, you'd win $60 here on the Raiders Report. Next person that gets in, I'm going to double it. 1st down and goal. Oh, man, for Carolina, we got to get a stop here. You got to be able to figure out a way. For you to be down in this game is just a game that the Raiders have dominated. Handoff, middle, Hubbard, touchdown. That's just too easy. He literally went untouched. The Raiders, if they don't figure out a way to stop that, because I'll tell you what, now the pressure goes on Minshew. Now the pressure goes on your offense to be able to throw the rock because you can't have any confidence in your defense that they can stop this running attack. And now you're going to be down at home in a game that, again, you're up 17-6. Come on, AP. Kicks up, kicks good. 21-20 is the score. 9 plays, 73 yards. Too easy. Fourth quarter time. My goodness. Super chat. This one's rolling in from Indiana Raider. That was a DC drive. No touchdowns in the red zone. Not missing Carr. I don't miss Carr from the aspect of it was definitely the right move for the Raiders to move on. I think I've said that multiple times on this show. But, like, if DC's the Raiders quarterback last season, you make the playoffs. Like, the Raiders went 8-9 with the worst quarterback play in the NFL. Kick is away. Laube back to return. He's already got a punt return today. Can he get a kick return? I mean, he had a spot. He stuttered. He waited. Yeah, you don't like to see that. You got to get north and south. Got to get north and south. All right, here comes Gardner Minshew. Will the Raiders score a touchdown on this drive? If you believe, show me those TDs. If you believe, show me those TDs. 21-20. Come on, Raiders. Shotgun, yeah, bunch to the right. Minshew's going to drop back. Quick throw, middle. Holy shit. I mean, you want to talk about letting your guy out to dry. I hope Michael Mayer's all right. Aiden looking on the sideline, wondering if he's going to get a shot. Ball to 33. I mean, if Minshew wins, you got to roll with him again. Ball to 33. Power eye. Minshew. Handoff. Zeus breaks a tackle, gets a first down. Big time pickup there. Zeus today, 8 for 44. Week 1, he had 3 rushing touchdowns. A little bit quiet in second game. A little bit quiet today as well. Raiders, you got all the time in the world. You got 3 timeouts here. Ball at the 36-yard line. Minshew, shotgun. Lone receiver is Jacoby on the right side. Minshew's looking, got a clean pocket, throws left short. And that's going to be caught by, again, Michael Mayer. You're seeing early on Minshew having a nice little connection there with the second-year tight end out of Notre Dame. He's kind of cooking right now. You got plenty of time. No need to rush. You don't need to do anything crazy. Minshew, shotgun. Looks like Bowers in at receiver. Looks like Tay at the left side. And it's going to be a handoff here to Zamir and another first down. I really like this drive so far here by Luke Getsy. A little shimmy shake by Zamir. Zamir's biceps aren't big enough in this game. Colton Miller in this football game is like, I don't know, 6'1" in Madden. I don't know why. 6'8" in real life. That's the equivalent to Zamir White's biceps. They look like my biceps. Zamir's jacked. Handoff, middle. Zamir makes a guy miss. Gets thrown down. Give me the first. I mean, I think he would have been short a yard, but because the tackler came in a little bit late there, swung him down, and the Raiders get a first down. Now I'm almost worried that you're moving too quick. Now I'm nervous that you're moving too quick. Ball at the 41. Taino, Jacob Serb, Yoda, Jenkins, what's up, what's up? Power eye. Handoff. Zamir, he's just too much dancing. Just too much dancing. Too much Robert Jansen. Just too much of the Jansen. 2nd and 10. What? Yep. Those shots, man, they'll get you. They catch up to you. That's why I try not to do them as much anymore. 21-20. Ball at the 41. Minshew's going to drop back. Looking. Still looking. Throws. Makes a guy miss. Bowers. Man, it's 3rd down and 2. It's ball at the 33. Do you run or do you pass here? Zeus has been great. 3rd down and 2. Run or pass. I think I'm running the rock here with Zeus. If you don't get it, do you kick the field goal? Christ. Here we go. Fullback in the game is Alexander Madison. Zeus, the running back. Handoff. Zeus, left side. He's short. He's short. It's 4th down and inches. Do you go for it? Do you go for it? Y for yes, N for no. See, we're not good enough to do the tush push. If we did the tush push, I'd say put Brock Bowers back there. Or a Jackson Powers Johnson. Give me some push. They're going to bring out the field goal unit. This is a hell of a kick here. Kicks up. Oh my God, he made it. Carlson made it, sunk it through. That's a deep field goal there by Carlson. Lot of confidence in your kicker. 23-21 is the score. They got 3 minutes, 47 seconds, 3 timeouts. My goodness. I'm nervous. No such thing as too much Jansen from Venthrak. I hear you, Venthrak. I just said it because it rhymed. Oh, that was the only reason. Kind of a rhyme. Jansen and Danson. This is getting out of hand. Oh, boy. Down at the 22. And here comes Bryce Young at the 23. Raiders up 23-21. Chuggs, what are you doing to me, man? What are you doing to me here? What's your confidence level in the Raiders to get this win? 1 to 10. I'm a 6. And my confidence level is also a 6. 1st down and 10, 23-21. Handoff, left side. Chuba Hubbard. That's not what you think it is. That's Chuggs' hand. 2nd down and 8. 2nd down and 8. I mean, they tried to bounce it to the left side, just all over it. Though I don't blame Carolina for trying to run the rock here. Bryce Young, shotgun, one to the right, one to the left.
If they were smart, they'd run the clock out. Last second field goal.
Bryce Young throws right side. Marcus Epps all over it. 3rd down and 4. Get your defense off the field here. Come on.
3rd down.
Come on, Raiders. 3rd down and 4. 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go here. Bryce Young, they're going to go with a bunch formation. Hubbard is the running back. Young drops back, throws. I mean, how are we going to go 5, 10-yard soft coverage? You just allow an easy pitch and catch. 1st down, Carolina. It's been a bad game for Jack Jones. I mean, what are we doing? Trey Taylor, nobody's up near line of scrimmage. Spillane comes in, cleans it up. It's a bad defensive play call. It's a bad defensive play call. Bryce Young, shotgun, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Hubbard in at running back. Young drops back, call hold. Malcolm's getting held, nothing. Young's going to tuck it and run, picks up the 1st down with his legs.
2-minute warning.
And now we're at the 2-minute warning.
Woo-wee! On the Raiders side of the 50.
You jinxed this. I don't know how you did it, but you jinxed it.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, 1st and 10.
You did something. Ball at the 48. Oh, man.
Oh!
Hit! Oh, tuck roll that. Check that. Is that
Tuck
a fumble?
roll.
Is that a fumble?
Fumble!
Is that a fumble? That's close. I got to see a replay. Oh, Christ. They're not going to show it. Unbelievable.
Boo.
How do you not show that replay?
That's brutal.
Crosby lined up very, very far outside. He's having a lot of trouble today. Throw wide open. Divine Diablo and Chuba Hubbard. I was just getting cooked. Chuba is absolutely cooking us today.
They're definitely in field goal range now. They're not thinking of this in Madden, but real life, do you let them score?
I still think you try to hold them to a field goal, but minute 40?
You got to use your timeouts at some point.
If I'm the Raiders, I'm probably calling a timeout now. If you're not using your timeouts, then yes, you let them walk into the end zone here. Let them walk in.
They call a timeout.
And now they call a timeout. So, I mean, you're hoping that you're going to have about a minute left to go down the field and score. Now, luckily, if you hold them to a field goal, you're only down 2.
No, you're down by 1.
Yeah, sorry, down 1. You're down 2 now, is what I meant to say. Bryce Young under center. Come on, Raiders. And another handoff here. Picks up a 1st down. Let him score. Touchdown, Carolina. Christ. Carolina scores. If you're the Panthers, it doesn't really matter. Do you go for 2? You make it a 6-point game, probably. Yeah.
Maybe.
If real life football, I'd probably go for 2 here, make it a 6-point game.
Yeah.
Make them make the extra point. If you believe in the Raiders, I need some good vibes right now, man. I need some good vibes. Who's got my back? LCA, Lord Cameron Abbott, you in?
See, this is dumb.
Jason Martinez is in. Also LCA, you get the extra entry. And then Albert Moy is
There you go. They're just going with the extra point, which is dumb.
28-23. Does that come back to haunt them? See, no, he didn't even react to that. I'm nervous. I'm nervous now. 28-23. Raider. Good news is you got 2 timeouts. Got to get a touchdown.
The better news is we're getting some good vibes.
We're getting some good vibes coming in. Nice. Venthrak. The king of the good vibe. Raider Muerte.
I heard unless we get 10 good vibes, Minshew might throw a pick here.
Don't do that to me. I'm about to be pissed off from a Madden game again. Laube, I don't know. Save a little bit of time. You got 2 timeouts left here. Come on. Come on, man. 28-23. 2 timeouts left here for the Raiders. Also, $20 Venmo. You got a chance to win as it stands $100 here on the Raiders Report. Minshew, shotgun. Oh, man, this would be a primetime McDaniels Abdullah screen. Throws middle, open, caught. Bowers makes a few guys miss. Is that his first catch of the game? If it is, that's a hell of a timing. No, second catch of the game for 28 yards. Big first down here by the Raiders. All the way up to the 45-yard line, but we're sitting around celebrating. I mean, we got to at least get the next play in. Ball at the 45, 50 seconds to go here. Minshew, shotgun, going to drop back. Carolina's going to bring forward. Minshew throws left side. Open, got a guy, first down. Devontae. 43 seconds to go. Did he not get out of bounds? They're going to say he's not out of bounds. They got to burn a timeout. Oh, Devontae's got to figure out a way to get out of bounds there.
Oh, he's so close.
Oh, my goodness. 28-23, 43 seconds to go. Minshew under center. Looks, throws quick. He's got to put a better throw on him. Throws it behind Jacoby.
Oh, they're not using their timeout.
Why? No, I mean, probably let it tick down a little bit. 25 seconds to go. We got to hurry up here. 30, 29. We're in the huddle. Why the hell are we in the huddle? 28, 7, 6, 5, 4. We just let 15 seconds go off the clock. Minshew. Call hike. 17, 16. Throws. End zone. Incomplete. Third down and 4. 25 seconds comes off the clock here. How is that possible? You have one timeout. You're better off spiking it. Christ. 3rd and 4. Ball at the 25. Minshew. Laubie's the running back. I find that interesting. Oh, my God. I thought they were about to hand it off. Minshew's got all day to throw. He's going to tuck it and run. Now you got to burn it. He tucks it, he runs, picks up a first down. 8 seconds to go. Use your final timeout. Ball at the 16.
You have to score.
I mean, you have 2 shots to the end zone here. If this is anything not to the end zone, the only other play I would be willing to accept is if Devontae runs like a 5-yard out and you hit him really, really quick, and then you got still 1 play left. 2 to the left. Jacoby don't even know what the frickin' play is. Minshew drops back, looking, throws, end zone. Who's that to? That's closer to the Gorilla than any other player on the field. 2nd down and 10. This is ball game here. 4 seconds to go. 2-1 to 1-2 is a very big difference. Very big difference.
Last play of the game.
Minshew, shotgun. Devontae by himself. You give him a shot here, Gardner. Gardner looking. No time on the clock. End zone. Up. Touchdown. Brock Bowers, the rookie. Game-winning touchdown, Gardner Minshew. Minshew mania. Are you kidding me? That's not even Brock Bowers. 2-1 on the season. What a win. Brock Bowers. Touchdown Raiders, man. Holy shit, what a win. Coming up, post-game reaction. Get those hashtag Raiders in. Unbelievable.
Last second touchdown.
Brock Bowers game-winning touchdown as time expires. Expired.
Me and
29-28.
Me and Chase were in the studio when this
Holy
play
crap.
happened.
Get the just win babies going.
This is the biggest win of the season. You beat Carolina on a walk-off.
That's a big win. AP's first game at home. That's a huge win.
Top 5 defense only gave up 28 points.
Holy cow. A lot of talk over there from a guy who's got a nut allergy. Norman Hernandez, you're in. Oh, Raiders get the dub, 29-28. I need one more F card down below, just for good old time's sake. Raiders 2-1. Next game that we're going to do, Week 4 against the Browns. That's going to be live here on the Raiders Report May 30th. To tune in and have a party, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. And if you want to watch any of our other live shows here on the Raiders report. Hey, those were the dates. Put them on your calendar. Shout out to today's MVP, Venthrak. So, Venthrak, looks like I'm going to be rocking your jersey again May 30th here on the Raiders report. Don't miss it. Big game against Deshaun Watson and the Browns. All right, Jeremy, final call here to get in.
Was I wrong? Was this game almost as crazy as the last one?
Great game. Not crazier than the Ravens one, though.
2 kick return touchdowns and a last-second TD?
I mean, both great games. Those 2 games were probably the 2 best games that we had even last season. No doubt. Definitely better than that Bills game.
What Bills game?
There was a game last season where the Raiders lost 38-3. They also lost 38-10.
In real life.
Yes.
So, I mean, really, can you get mad at me? It was,
I can.
It's simulating reality.
I can still get mad.
Raider Nation Adventures with JCino.
Mitch, if we end up adding a major free agent, will you start the season over, add new player, or add him to the season? So the way that we are going to do this, let me in, Race No Venmo. Unfortunately, JC, I don't have your – the only way I send money is Venmo, so I can't let you in. If you want to try to get somebody else in, it's at Mitchell Renz 365. We got to stay very strict to those rules, just or else we open up a different can of worms. I'll say this, though. To me, if they go out and they sign a player, we'll just add them to wherever we're at in the Madden season. So it kind of happened last season with Marcus Peters. And so if they sign a player right now, the next time that you'll see them is going to be week 4 against the Cleveland Browns. But to me, I don't really see the Raiders making any moves until after they get that Jimmy Garoppolo money of $24.1 million after June 1st. All right, here we go. Final chance to get in as it stands right now. $20 Venmo. You would win $120 here on the Raiders report.
The real question is,
Ultra Speed, you're in as well.
I mean, Gardner Minshew playing for his job.
Yeah.
GM Mitchell Renz already said he's on a short leash. If he loses or has a really bad game.
You're 2-1 right now. You're 2-1. You lost a heartbreaker to the Chargers, which was 100% on Minshew. 3 picks, pick 6. Baltimore Ravens win on the road in Baltimore. Comeback win, overtime. And then that game.
He literally got carried off by his teammates.
It's a big win, man. You got to leave him in the game. You got to leave him in the game. He's competing, which, at this point, what more can you ask from a guy? I want somebody that goes out there and competes, and he's competing. All right, final refresh on my phone for our 50-50 raffle, and we have nobody else in, Jeremy. I sent you the 13 names, $20 Venmo to win.
And as always,
$130.
Our stream might be ending here very soon.
Yep.
But I don't know if the wonderful Miss Allie Barefoot can hear me or not, but the Celtics stream, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, coming up in a little bit. Allie might be doing something.
She's definitely going to be live.
She's jacket's coming off. Don't worry. Allie, where can we find you? Maybe in like 30 minutes.
The game is actually later today. Which hello people. The game is actually I'm up here. Is actually later today. So we will be going live at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. The game is at 7 p.m. Central Time.
I can't look at the screen.
That's okay. I made it better.
Yes, this is the important part.
There we go.
Keep your chin up.
Allie Barefoot, everybody.
Keep your chin
Allie Barefoot. She'll be live later on for the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't know what she said after that.
I'm not going to lie. I blacked out. I don't remember anything in the last 2 minutes. What happened?
Oh.
Did the Raiders win? Did the Raiders win?
Wait, when is the game? It's at
Who did the Raiders draft?
7. Oh. So are y'all going live at 6:30? Okay, they're going live at 6:30, so in about 45 minutes.
45 minutes from now, live on Celtics. I know Nabman will be there. I know Ron Raspberry will be there.
Oh, that was funny.
That's why you subscribe to Celtics. That was good.
My eyes are up here.
That was good. That was good. That was like, Everybody for a second was like, oh, shit, yeah, that was good. All right, y'all.
I'm already getting heat from the basketball game last night.
Now you're putting this shit on me?
Yeah.
Christ. Also, I just actually got one more person to enter this duck race.
Actually, we have new guy Reed here. He said he wants to make a deal.
I'm listening.
We are $250 away from our, goal that we usually try to get to for these Madden streams.
Our goal is to get Jeremy to do a boot.
Reed said $200 boot for him.
How about this? If we get 3 bangs, right? We're 3 bangs away. We'll do a 3-way boot race.
Deal.
3-way boot race.
For 3 bangs.
For 3 bangs. All right. You have until the end of the stream, which a boot right now is going to probably kick me.
And you sent me. Oh, okay, yeah, here they
Yep, I sent you all the names. So right now it's what? 13, 14, 15, 16. $20 Venmo, you'd win $160 here on the Raiders Report. 160, big money, big money.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Anthony Green.
I don't got anyone else.
Anthony Green, you are in.
Also, again, if the show were to end right now, the MVP would be Venthrak, which means Venthrak, I'd rock your jersey again when we go live May 30th for the next watch party game. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. All right, final refresh. I don't got anything. Here we go. Winner gets $160 here on the Raiders Report. Run it. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Ultra Speed living up to the name.
Speed, Ira Jackson. Remember, Noah Santana won the Jim Otto jersey that we did earlier today. Come on, Charles G. Stanley in a very interesting spot. Albert Moy. Come on, Albert Moy.
93 Navman on the bottom of the screen.
Ira Jackson in a very interesting spot. Ultra VAB. Norman Hernandez starting to pull up. LCA Lord Cameron Abbott. Both of his horses. Slingshot engaged. Ultra Speed here in an interesting spot. Norman Hernandez in an interesting spot.
That's one.
Noah Santana. Bang! Who's got Noah's back?
OC.
5, 4. Is it gonna be O.C. Raider? What a win by OC. OC, please confirm with me down below that you just received $160 here on the Raiders Report. What a win. Guys, I need help. Let's get our guys there. I'll tell you what. Noah, I'm glad you changed your picture because with great mustache comes great responsibility. I'm telling you what, there are places right now that you can buy tickets to hop on that mustache. That is a 24/7 turnstile of a mustache ride.
If we don't get any more, then that's just a beer bong.
Yep.
But if we get 2 more, that's a 3-way boot race.
OC Raider, are you kidding me? Patrick! Bang! Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? 3-way boot race. Reed's first ever 3-way. Here on the Raiders Report. It's like that kickoff earlier. The kickoff earlier was electric. Ron Raspberry. Where's King Shaw? Count it down. 3, 2. King Shaw, I need you to do the honors. 1. Oh, the anticipation. All right. Somebody said, rip the gong.
I guess we're just going to load up 2 beer bongs.
All right, get the 2 beer bongs ready. Get the 2 beer bongs ready. I don't know, though. Do we make it ice cold? Well, there it is. Ed Robbins! Bang! F it. I'll do it. That's basically every time I ask Alex to bang. She goes, all right, you pressured me into it. F it, I'll do it. Bang! I said a bang, bang, bangity bang. The thing is, though, I don't come last. Not going to come in last this boot race either. Really? I don't remember the draft, to be honest. Draft is a little bit blurry. Yeah, happy dad, please. Happy dad. OC Raider, I'm guessing that thank you means you got it. Thank you. And thank you, everybody that participated. Thanks to everybody that participated, man. Shout out to Ira, Isaac. Shout out, though, to Noah Santana, because I love like, imagine you're watching a baseball game, right? You're watching a baseball game right now, Noah Santana. He steps up to the plate, okay? Tie ball game. You're up there, you're getting a good few pitches in, you see it, and then you see one, and you hit it deep, and you touch them all, hit a home run, okay? Here's the thing, though. Ventrak then steps up to the plate. Every time somebody hits a home run, you're always thinking back-to-back, right? You're always thinking back-to-back. So Ventrak, probably a lefty. He uses left hand, right? Yeah. Ventrak, first pitch, sees it, connects, drives it deep, gone. Back-to-back, which then means we're going to call a pinch hitter, right? Going to call a pinch hitter up. Ed Robbins raises his hand. He goes, I got it. Back-to-back-to-back. Steps up to the plate. Sees a few pitches go by. Nothing wrong with that. Pitcher doesn't want to make a mistake. But you're sitting dead red. You know that you're going to get your pitch. You're going to get your opportunity. And then you're sitting there on a nice 2-2 count. He just throws a flat 95-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle of the plate. You connect, put the bat head on it. Back-to-back-to-back. Noah Santana, Ventrak, and an Ed Robbins. Ventrak, lefty. I know. I can tell. Lefties are confident. Not saying righties aren't, because I'm a righty, but that's usually what I go with. All right, so we got a three-way boot race coming up here. Just doesn't happen, but it happens here all the time. You know, it's one of those things, man. This show proves to me that you guys, for one, rock with Chuggs and I. I hope that you have a fun time when you watch the show. We definitely have a lot of fun. You guys bring it every day, man. That's why we try to do what we do. Yeah, we try to bring it every day. What do we got? So we got 2 chodes and a normal boot. I feel like I'm at a disadvantage here. So you guys got 2 chodes and I got a normal boot. I don't know. I'm throwing a flag here. Also, there's 2 types of people that wear hats backwards. Catchers and D-bags. Actually, you could be a catcher. Yeah. Reed's definitely a catcher. Here we go! Oh. Yikes. My eyes are up here.
My eyes are up here.
You ready?
Harry, my eyes are up here. Stop looking at my boots.
I'll tell you what, right now, this is like the...
Stop looking at my boots. My eyes up here.
Yikes. I definitely have the biggest boot.
It's not about how you big your boot is. It's about how you use it.
I don't know. I think that's what they say. Here we go. Good luck to all y'all. Oh. I'm not going to lie. That was not easy. Oh, am I in your way? Oh, sorry. Oh, my God. That was not good. I'm stuck. Holy crap. And it's Tuesday. I got the club going up on a Tuesday. Shout out to the nation. Shout out to Ventrac. Shout out to Noah Santana, Ventrac, and Ed Robbins, man. That was electric. Also, that game today was a lot of fun. Lot of fun. Even though I am not going to be live on Thursday, and I'm not going to be live on Friday or Monday, the next 3 days that I would usually go live, I still am going to get you guys a video every single day. So my plan is to come in on Thursday. Chuggs and I are coming in really early. We're going to film videos before I have to go pick up my dad from the airport. So you're not going to get live, but my promise is you're going to get videos every day here on this channel. So to get the OTA news you want, updates from practice, subscribe. Noah Santana, my love for the nation is as big as my stash. I'm glad you finished that with stash. That's all I got to say. He's like, my eyes are down here. Noah Santana, shout out to you, brother. Seriously, with great stash comes with great responsibility. All right, y'all, I got to get on out of here. What? Great responsibility. From me, from Jeremy Chuggs. The next time that you're going to see us live here on the Raiders Report, next Tuesday, put it in your calendar. Though, my dad did tell me, he's like, what if we went live from the crib? Maybe. We'll see how many fireballs I get in them. It's a possibility. Subscribe. I don't want you to miss it.